All right, what is up, everybody? OJ here. Welcome back to another OJ Live. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And before the stream even started officially, we had Nintendo Prime Remember up for 2 months. So shout outs to my man Nintendo Prime doing his thing over there on the official Nintendo Prime channel. So make sure you guys check that out on YouTube. Streamer shout out. So thank you so much, Mr. Nintendo Prime, for the 2 months of Tune In tier. And Shamsa, like always, with the California Smash. Let's go, yo, Shamsa. Thank you so much, Shamsa, for another $30 donation after yesterday's blast. I think you've done plenty. Shamsa with another 30. Thank you so much, Shamsa. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the $30. Like always, every single day that I'm literally live, there's always something. It's incredible. We are going to have some bonus streams. Shamsa, maybe you can talk to your nephews about what other Switch games they like, and we can get some bonus streams for them. Also, I'm working with Psycho Pie as well to get some bonus streams for you guys. So look out for some extra content because of the crazy support, guys. I'm going to do my best, you know, to continue to make the streams fun and do my best just to continue to keep on going here, guys. So thank you guys so much for the support. Honestly, thank you so much. Shamsa, Evie, for those who don't know, Evie445 in the chat, thank you so much for the $30. Becoming immediately the top Stream Ninja and Stream Hokage already. So let's get it. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 30. Nintendo Prime did member up beforehand, guys. We're trying to get 5 new Elite Ninja for more bonus streams. So make sure you guys Elite Ninja up, get your emotes, get into our Discord, and get into our Among Us gameplay, which is fun. We always have lots of people playing Among Us on Fridays, Mario Kart on Mondays, and we got Big Steve coming on Tuesday. So if you want to play Smash Brothers against me, Big Steve, I'm going to be having open lobbies for Elite Ninja. New Elite Ninja can jump to the front of the line. So yeah, definitely get in on that. All right. So, Jeremy, don't worry too much about Velvet. She should be okay. Don't worry. I haven't spoke with her, but don't worry, man. She'll be all right. From what I'm understanding from the hurricane in that area, there doesn't seem to be any issues so bad at this point, to the point to where people could lose life or something like that. So she'll be all right, man. Don't worry. All right, so let's go and get into some ninja news. I don't really have much, although I did upload a video this morning at 6 a.m. So if you guys want to check out that video, or if you haven't already, make sure you check out that video talking about Indivisible, the Outer Worlds update, really cool Switch accessories. So I had a pretty good video this morning. I liked it. You know, nothing crazy, but it was a good standard video. So you guys check it out if you haven't already done so. And of course, Shamsa, if you want some music, let me know. I'll be more than happy to get you guys some music. Also, guys, make sure you do me a favor and hit that like button on this stream if you haven't already done so. It takes you about a second or two, and it really does help out the stream. So hit that like button for sure. Hit that like button. All right. So that is all the ninja news. Let's go ahead and get into shout outs. So if you're here in the chat, feel free to say hi. I'll be more than happy to say hi back to all of you guys. So iSonic, Astral's off the chain, Jamar3224. What's up, guys? Welcome. Welcome. Wave Symphony, what is good? Madani Osman, what's up? Ammo R, Party Man is here. The man that likes to party. Jeremy, what's good? Welcome. Manny M, what is good? Wild Stallion, Gunslinger, Dank Meme, Alonzo Vines. I can't say the names, I think it's Russian, right? But either way, what's good? Welcome. Manny M, Fury Tiger, good evening, Mr. Fury Tiger, co-captain of the Viking Nation. Gen X Gamer. Asan the Pure Eye is here. Welcome. MFS Gameplay, what's good? Caps Lock Broken. D Money 109, welcome to the stream. How you guys doing? Nightshade, Dior Wilson, my boy, welcome to the stream. Welcome. TP Drag, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Did I miss anybody? Smash that like button, baby. Let's go. Crown Lotus, what is good? Unreal Christian, what is up? TJ Taz, how's it going? Juan Castillo. No Among Us today. No Among Us today. I've got a couple different things to do after the stream. Most likely rest my sore legs and relax before the 3-hour spawn cast tonight, or 2.5. We always go over the 2-hour time limit, so I'm definitely gonna get a little bit of rest, just because, man, dude, like, I've been running so much and I've been streaming so much this week. Definitely streamed a lot more hours this week than I usually do. Plus, I've been editing videos this week like crazy. We've had a lot of reactions and stuff like that. So, I mean, like, I'm not super tired, but I'm definitely a little bit fatigued at the end of the week. I'll be honest. And, I mean, like I said, combine that with all the running that I've been doing and exercising and dieting that I do. It's just like, oh, definitely this week hit a little bit harder than the last couple weeks. That's for sure. So, but this week, I've been running like crazy. I think I ran 40 miles plus this week. So, I'm probably just going to relax after the stream, do the spawn cast, and then I am taking Sunday off. I'm just gonna big chill on Sunday. I'm just gonna watch the NFL and just lie down and rest my legs. My legs are on fire, or not on fire, they're just really sore right now, you know. Yes, the spawn cast. I'll be on. We'll talk about that in just a bit, Philip. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing good, Alonzo. How are you? Young CA, what's good? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Decepticon, how's it going? Welcome. Shadow the Hobbyist, what's good, man? Welcome to the stream. Haven't seen that name in here too much, but good to see you here. Yo, Atid, what's up, man? Welcome. Shout out to the Shamsa fam. Cesar Partia, what's up? Cesar P, good to see you here. Welcome. Gunslinger, I think I said hi, but I'll say hi again just in case if I missed it. Astral's off the chain, of course, on YouTube. Pure Eye on YouTube. Renangon on Twitch. I like the support, man. Thank you. Of course, Eevee, saying hi to everybody. Shout outs to Eevee. Hokage S of the village. Can't say enough good things. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm doing well. My legs are just a little shot, that's all. Just like a little shot. My legs are just, they're just like, man, from just exercising so much, you know? I'm gonna exercise tomorrow morning, though, because tomorrow morning's weigh-in, and I'm trying to get into the 180s, but I doubt I'll be 180 tomorrow morning after my workout. I think I'm gonna be like 193, 194 maybe, somewhere in that range. So hopefully 180s by the end of next week. I'm gonna reduce my calorie intake by around 3,000, or no, sorry, around 5,000 calories next week, and do the same amount of exercise. So that should get me, that should shave off about maybe 2 or 3 pounds. So hopefully I'm in the 180s by the end of next week. That'll be the first time since college/high school that I'd be in the 180s. So yeah. You don't have to apologize, Atid. That's just how, dude. I false accuse everybody. You know how many times I false accuse people in Among Us and they get ejected because of me? You don't have to apologize at all. That's the name of the game, dude. That's the name of the game. You just got to take your chances. I'm 5'9". Let's see here. Everyone is sus. Yeah, man. You got to take your chances, dude. Like, if you false accuse somebody and you end up being wrong, oh well, you know? Like, it's better than not doing anything at all, you know? There's no need to there's no need to apologize, though. That's just how Among Us is. All right, Jeremy, we'll see you later, man. She'll be all right, though. Just relax, dude. Just relax. All right. So let's go ahead and let's get into some of these topics. All right, boys and girls. Check out my channel, guys. No random questions right now. Check out my channel. Just Google, or not Google search. Just search on my channel. If you guys have random questions before we get into Q&A, just search it on my channel. You'll find everything on there. All right, guys. All right. So let's go ahead and get into. Unless you're an elite ninja, you guys can ask me stuff. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the topics here. Shamsa, we'll get into your photos once we get to the end part here, because they're funny. So we'll get into it once we get past some of these topics. All right. So let's go ahead and let's get into the first topic here. and that is FIFA 21 on the Switch. So FIFA 21 on the Switch is quite possibly EA's worst attempt ever at a game on Switch. It's essentially the same exact game. There's literally almost no difference between it outside of some rosters, but it's ridiculously lazy. IGN says that it's so lazy that they copied and pasted their FIFA 20 review for their FIFA 21 review. Like, that's what they literally just said that. Think about that for a second. They copy and pasted their FIFA 20 review for FIFA 21. They don't even do that with Madden. That's how lazy this is. And they gave it a 2 out of 10. This is the super laziest thing. So this is what IGN UK had to say. They said, seeing as EA copy and pasted last year's FIFA onto Switch again this year, once again saying it has the same gameplay without any new development or significant enhancements, on its store page for the full price of $49.99 or 44.99 British pounds, I've decided to do the same and copy and paste my review of FIFA 20 on Switch below as my review for FIFA 21. And the funny thing is that the first line of that review says, there's honestly no genuine reason I could give you to purchase FIFA 20 on the Nintendo Switch if you already have, if you already own FIFA 19 on the Switch. So FIFA 19, FIFA 20, and FIFA 21, 3 years in a row, it's literally the exact same game. It's just bare bones. It's completely bare bones. It's disappointing and lacks substance, and it's the same game. And microtransactions, once again. So they put the verdict, aside from up-to-date squad, so you do get new players, traded ones, wherever the case is. This season's kits and the new start screen, FIFA 21 on Switch is virtually unchanged from FIFA 20, which was virtually unchanged from FIFA 19 before it, and outrageously priced at $49.99. If last year's release was borderline insulting, this year's is just plain disgraceful. EA, please do better. And people wonder why I talk the way that I talk about EA. 2 out of 10. Painful. Last year's release was just painful. 2 out of 10. Like, EA is definitely one of those like, see, look, I don't care personally because, like, I'm not an EA fan. I haven't been an EA fan in a long time. EA's whack. EA's been whack for a long time now, And personally, me, it doesn't hurt me when people sit there and complain and about video games online and say all this stuff, and I don't get upset about this. People think that I do, but I actually don't. So it's not that I care. Like, oh my God, it's just the fact that EA is so lazy as a company. It's so lazy. So when you guys see me clown EA about their games, it's not because I'm upset. It's because I'm making fun of them. I'll clown them because they clown us. They don't care about us. They don't care about Switch owners. So I'm not going to get upset. I'm just going to make fun of them. I make fun of their games going on discount. I don't care how old the game is. I don't care if it's 4 years old or not. If I see a game that's $2.99, I'm going to clown it because there's other games that are just that old and are more expensive. So I'm going to, anytime I get an opportunity to clown EA, I'll take it. People out here trying to say, oh, well, in their defense, there is no defense. In their defense, the game is 4 years old. I don't care. I'm still going to clown it. Just like I clown Anthem being $1. I said Walmart, at my friend Raw Expression, this man put up a picture. He was at Walmart and Anthem was $1 on the dot. Not $1.99, but one as in $1.00. $1. Okay? And I clowned them. I said, yo, Walmart French bread and Anthem are the same price. We got people in the comment section trying to justify it. Most people were clowning them. But it's on deaf ears, guys. Okay, I don't care about any of you guys' retorts to me clowning EA. I will clown EA at any opportunity that I get, and this is an opportunity. So therefore, we will clown them. I am not mad. Okay, not mad at all. It's funny to me that this joke of a company, is still even trying on Switch. Like, what have they done? They're a bunch of frauds. They're a bunch of frauds when it comes to Switch. They're a bunch of frauds when it comes to PS4 and Xbox One at times. Anthem was supposed to be this greatest thing. You failed there too. You dunked how many resources into Mass Effect? You failed there as well. Listen, everybody fails. Nobody's perfect. But like, how many times in a row without even taking any responsibility? Like, EA takes no responsibility for anything. They have the, like, and that's why I talk about that they don't have a real leader. Remember when we talked about leaders yesterday? What's up, Armchair? Remember when we talked about leaders? Hey, what's up, JCat? Welcome. And when we talked about how when you have a real leader, you don't blame other people and you take responsibility. Who's taking responsibility at EA? Who's taking responsibility for this? Nobody. Who's coming out and saying anything? Nobody. They don't care. All they care about are you weirdos and the people that just continuously buy the microtransactions to fund their mediocre games. Thank you. I appreciate that, Itami. Thank you. They're mediocre games. You know? I don't even want Madden on Switch. You say still no Madden? I don't even care. I wouldn't even buy it. Madden's a joke none at this point too. So even if Madden was on Switch, it would just be a stripped down, garbage, rehashed version of Madden. Look at Madden on PS4 and Xbox One this year. It was horrible. Look at the horrendous covers of what is with the covers of these games? I mean, who thought this was a good idea? Like, do you guys see the covers of these games? Of like, who thinks these are good ideas? Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Hold up. Like, what? It looks like a serial killer put this together. Like, hold up. It's hard for me to get the. Oh, actually, no. I can just do this. Like, what is this? It looks like, yeah, the Ted Bundy's scrapbook or something. Like, what is this cover? What is this, like Facebook timeline or something, or like MySpace timeline? Memories of MySpace. Here is me, a picture of me in 2006. Here's a picture of me in 2008. Here's a picture of me at my soccer game. Here's a picture of me kicking the ball. Here's a picture of me facing to the side. Like, what is this cover? Like, what? I think the Switch box art's the same, right? Like, yeah, like this is just, and then like the legacy, like, so this is the better edition of the game, the Champions edition. So for the Champions edition box art, instead of having a picture of him going like this, it's just a picture of him with his hands like this. Like, look at this nonsense, guys. So this is the regular box art, but this is the Champions box art. I fail to see, because you got a picture of him looking like his picture on like MySpace or Tinder. Like, you got a Tinder picture of this guy right here. You get a fraction of a net with some pink and black stripes. What is this nonsense? What is this puke that I'm looking at? This is ridiculous. Does anybody actually think that this company knows what they're doing? This is atrocious. Not because of the box, but they think that this is somehow better or collectors than this. I don't get it. So what makes this the better Champions Edition? What is the better thing with this? It's a scrap net. You still get Tinder pictures of him. So if you're looking for Tinder pictures, you still get a Tinder picture in the top corner, and you get another one right here. But then this one, you get the same one of him doing that, but it's in color and him on the front. This is ridiculous. How can anybody sit here and buy this crap? Anyway, y'all can buy whatever you want. That looks like it's Tinder pictures. Like, EA is a horribly ran company. I don't care how much money they make. They're a horribly ran company. They're a garbage company. I think that they're a garbage company. I don't think EA is a good company. I'll never think EA is a good company until they start making some drastic changes. I mean, they did win, what, like 2 or 3 time America's worst company? Am I not correct there? I don't get it. Looks good. That does not look good. It's a bunch of scrapped up pictures smashed together with Tinder pictures and profiles. What? Tell me what the appealing design of the box art is. It's a bunch of oblong shaped, different shaped pictures smashed together on a box. Exactly what makes it look good? I'm sorry. What do you mean you don't get it? How can you not get why somebody wouldn't think? I literally just explained it. It's a bunch of Tinder pictures in black and white and him just doing this. And from the Champions Edition and the regular edition, it's just altered pictures of him doing the same thing rearranged. So even that is lazy. So they didn't even take all new different poses or pictures like that are completely different. It's literally, look, listen. Here's their Champions Edition. It's him doing that little thing that he does. The regular edition, they had the same picture of him doing that right there. Just a different angle. They have a picture of him looking to the side on the regular edition. On the Champions Edition, there's still a picture of him looking to the side. It's not even different pictures. It's literally the same pictures, just rearranged differently. You can have a different opinion, but I'm failing to see how this is. Yo, shout out to Nice with the JoJo Saturday boys. Can we get a JoJo Saturday boys? Let's go. Thank you for the $10. And he says, give me Fallen Winds and Isaac battle theme. Good battle theme, a good playthrough. All right, I got you. Well, we got Fallen Winds going right now, so check out that. So yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Nightshade with the 10. We'll get you going in just a bit for the next song. Let's see here. I think the cover looks fire too. Hey, that's fine. You think digital games are great, better than physical. So, Nathan Drake, no offense, but I ain't trusting your opinion, bruh. We can just agree. You think digital games are great, you know? You think they're better than actually owning games. Oh, you don't own them. We're all mass felons. I forgot. Yo, Fairy Tiger! Let's go, JoJo Saturday boys! Says JoJo Saturday boys, Fairy Tiger with the $20 holla right after Nightshade 2 in a row. Let's go, baby! And he says, sure, play something. All right, I got you, Fairy Tiger. I'll play something that I know you'll love. Shout outs to the JoJo boys coming through. 2 JoJo boys. Shout outs to the Viking Nation as well. Digital just doesn't suck. It's just not better than actually having a copy of the game. Anybody that sits there and says, hey, it's something that you can't sell, you don't own, you can't borrow or you can't give out is better than something that's not tangible in your hand and somehow that's better. I'm sorry. I can't trust your opinion when you say stuff like that. That's not a feasible opinion. You know, it's like somebody saying, "Oh yeah, well it's better to just sit there and not own a house and rent all day and not have something that's feasible that's yours that you own compared to buying a house." Everybody knows that if you can buy a house, buy a house. You know, if you can, it's feasible for you. Buying a house is definitely better because you own it, you know, than sitting there digital. You don't own that. It's just a license. It's just rental. It's not real. Let's see. Was Abaddon joking or being serious about yesterday? He was being serious because he was talking about the fine print on some games that say not for resale. But the problem is that not every game does that, and another problem is that that's unconstitutional. So companies can say illegal or legal or whatever the case, but the problem is that if it ever did go to court, it's unconstitutional to sit there and say somebody cannot get rid of it they physically bought and they have right there because of your small fine print. It would never pass in court. So they can say whatever they want, but it's an unconstitutional thing. Hence why we have multiple businesses practicing resales, why everyone's doing it and nobody gets prosecuted, because it's not constitutional. At least not here in America. Maybe other places, okay, but not here. Nobody would ever get prosecuted for that. And if they did, it'd be a waste of time because they would lose. The video game companies would lose. So they can say whatever they want, but it's unconstitutional. Let's see here. Third parties continue to treat Switch owners fairly, and what we do to petition for Nintendo to put their characters in Smash. Technically, you can borrow digital games though and share physical games, but can you sell them? I already know that, Super Gamer Guy. I already know what you just said. I already know that. But I'm talking about real ownership. I'm not talking about having to log into somebody else's, or you got to give them your information, then you've got to split and do all this weird stuff. Switch, you got to put one in airplane mode if you guys both want to play it at the same time. I mean, there's like a bunch of weird stuff, you know? Digital gaming, it's all right, but it is what it is. Yo, JoJo Saturdays continues! Joe, let's go, baby! 3 JoJo's in a row. And we got an All Might from Shamsa. Says JoJo Saturday, play some Xenoblade music of your choice. Let's go, baby. 3 JoJo's in a row. JoJo Saturday continues. Let's go. We expanding out here, baby. Let's go. TP Dreg, thank you for the $20, man. That really means a lot to me for you guys to support the channel with our streams. So thank you guys so much for the support. I honestly appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here. Thank you so much. All right. What the hell is playing right now? Mewmore Summer in... Okay, Pokemon Black and White. All right, cool. All right, let's go and let's get this next music going, though. Isaac Battle Theme. All right. Let's see here. That's why people play 04 and 08 over other Maddens, because these pay for microtransactions. Yo, Nightshade! Delaware! Smash! Let's go! I love that animation. Young Deku! Let's go, baby. Young Deku coming through with the $40 hollers. Delaware. The Delaware Smash on the Saturday. Let's go, baby. Y'all supporting like crazy. Y'all out here. Let's go. It's hyping here now, man. Top Shotter. Let's go. Let's get you up here, baby. Thank you for the 40, Mr. Nightshade. Appreciate that, man. Nightshade with that. Let's get you up here as well. Nightshade with the 40. I appreciate you, Nightshade, man. You the homies. If you want some more music, Nightshade, feel free to let me know in the chat. Let Dake know as well. Appreciate that, man. Andre Clay says, how is EA different from what Nintendo do? They re-release old games and then call them new all the time. Give me an example of a yearly franchise that Nintendo releases, then calls it new all the time and charges full price. What yearly franchise, Andre? Since you want to sit there and say, how are they different? Give me a yearly franchise that Nintendo has. They release every single year where it's the exact same game and then call it like a new year. Let's go. Let's hear it. I'm waiting. I want to know what game it is. I got a lot of Switch games, but I'm looking for this yearly franchise that Nintendo releases that's essentially the same exact game and they call it a new game. You know? Shamsa with the Goton! Goku! Huge! Fireball Jutsu with the 60 says, nope! It was short-lived, but it was okay. You knew Shamsa was coming with that. You knew she was. Shout outs to Shamsa with the 6-0. Let's go. The GOAT. 6-0. Let's go. Thank you so much, Ms. Shamsa. Appreciate that. Get you up right there. Bah, the GOAT has spoken. The GOAT has spoken. Well, I'm still waiting. Like, I'm still waiting for Andre to respond here. But yo, shout outs to Shamsa, shout outs to Nightshade. Thank you guys so much for being real elite ninjas, showing us the way of the village. Thank you for supporting the streams. Honestly, it means the freaking world to me. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna continue to stream for you guys. I'm gonna continue to have fun, have a lot of good interaction. Let me play something for Fairy Tiger though. Shamsa, let me know about those Switch games. Maybe you can talk to your nephews about what Switch games they like. Whenever, no rush though. Whenever you feel like it, so we can get some of those streams get some of those streams going next week. All right, so let's see here. What's the next one? Shout outs to the JoJo boys today, man. We got some JoJo. We got some we got some My Hero. We got some Naruto going. Fairy Tiger, Peaceful Days. I'm waiting for Andre to respond. Has Andre responded yet? Anybody see? I'm still waiting for Andre to respond. Like, I want to get his legit answer. He says, how's it any different? So EA has essentially for the past 3 years has copy and pasted FIFA 21 on the Switch. It's the same game. They just update the rosters and then they charge the full price. So what yearly franchise Nintendo does? Like, what's the? I'm still waiting for that. So just waiting, Andre. Like I said, no, you know, no hate. I just want to know. So mods ban Andre in 1 minute if he doesn't. No, we don't gotta ban him because he wasn't disrespectful to me. So we don't gotta ban him. As long as you're not disrespectful to me, you know what I'm saying? In a you know non-joke, like, you know, if you joking around is fine, but like, you know. No banning needed, but I think Nathan was just playing around. But I'm just waiting for his answer. I think he's trying to Google it. Yeah, I think he's trying to Google it. Because if you can't think of it off the top of your head, that means you're trying to look it up. Because it should be easy. Because I can think of multiple EA franchises that just do the same thing every single year. It's very easy to just bring up Madden, NHL, you know, FIFA. You know, like they do this all the time. You know, it's very easy to bring up NBA 2K, Call of Duty. Yearly franchises are easy to spot out, you know, it's not hard to remember them. So if Nintendo is similar to EA in this respect, it should be very easy to point out what it is. So I just want to hear it. Dior Wilson with $1 and says, can you play something from Super Mario Galaxy? Absolutely. Thank you, Dior Wilson. Thank you for fighting for your friends. Microsoft is that's comparable to EA, not Nintendo. How is Microsoft comparable to EA? Yeah, he's searching for his answer. Hey, what's up, Uzet? Welcome to the stream. EA isn't even anything close to Nintendo. It's foolish to compare them. Well, I want to hear Andre's answer. Play the one I sent you. I will play it right after the Xenoblade music, Shamsa. TP Dreg wanted some Xenoblade. I just want to know, just because I want to have a good conversation. So Nathan says that it's comparable to Microsoft, EA. So yeah, feel free to let me know. I don't know. I think I think like EA is comparable to Activision. I think EA and Activision are very similar. That's who I compare. I mean, if you want me to legit compare two companies, but I would say that EA and Activision are very, EA and Activision. Those are the two that I would compare. Bro, I was joking with that. Oh, okay, you were joking with that. Okay, no problem. I wasn't upset or anything. Actually eating some Subway right now. Get back with you in a few. No, you're not eating any Subway, and you don't have to get back with me. And if you can simply, if you had the time to type that message, you could have easily just told me, Andre, what franchises Nintendo has that's yearly, that's copy and pasted. There's no eating Subway. You're eating Subway, but you have the time to actually type that comment. There is, let me tell you something, Andre. I've been covering Nintendo for more than a decade now at this point. I've been playing Nintendo games for longer than you've been alive, because I can tell that you're young. You're not old. You're young. So I've been playing Nintendo games for 30 plus years. Okay. I've been covering Nintendo for more than 10 years. I've been writing about or covering Nintendo, and there's not a yearly franchise that Nintendo has where they just copy and paste the same game over and over. There's not a yearly franchise. Now there's some games that they've re-released games, but everybody re-releases games. So they've, like, let's say Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, some improvements here and there, or Donkey Kong Funky Mode, but that's not yearly. And EA does the same thing. Like, we're not talking about remasters or re-releases. That's not what we're talking about, okay? We're not talking about that. We're not talking about Virtual Console. We're not talking about any of that, We're not talking about any of that. We're simply talking about the same game every single year that's sold as new. That's sold as a new game. That's saying, hey, this is not last year's game. This is a new game. Nobody that I know, none of the big three do that. Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, third parties usually do that. But there's nothing else. The only closest thing would be Sony with MLB The Show. But MLB The Show is much more, like MLB The Show, that's different, It's a baseball game, and it's something that Sony has the license for it, But like, even then, MLB The Show, it's nowhere near as bare bones and as garbage as what EA did with FIFA 21 on the Switch. Now, we're not talking about FIFA 21 on the PS4 and Xbox One. I don't know about those versions of the game. I don't know I know that they add stuff to those games, and each year there are some new things and it's better. We're simply talking about FIFA 21 on the Switch, So yeah, we're talking about FIFA, and this is super off topic. No, I'm not talking about Bravely Default 2 right now. Nothing happened with the game, guys. It's still set for 2020. Wait until they announce it. So nothing happened to it until they say something. So just relax. Enjoy your other games. Whenever they feel like talking about it, they will. Nothing happened to it. Let's see. It's cool. Just lay the L and admit you don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and that's the problem. I think sometimes people they don't want to admit that they're wrong about things. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to admit that they're just like they were off base. And I think what he meant to say was they re-release games, but that's not what we're talking about here. He tried to move the goalpost a little bit and try to say, oh, well, they re-release. This is not about re-releasing a game. This is about a yearly franchise that copy and paste the same thing and sells the game as new. You know what I'm saying? And sells the game as, oh, this is a new version of the game, when it's not. It's the same game with literally no enhancements or adjustments at all, So I know Nintendo history. You don't know. You don't know Nintendo history. You don't know Nintendo history. If you actually knew Nintendo history, you wouldn't have to finish eating a Subway sandwich before you actually answered that question. If you knew Nintendo history. If you actually knew what you were talking about, and thanks for providing entertainment for the stream today, by the way, Andre. If you actually knew what you were talking about, it would not take you, let me get back with you in a few. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know history. You don't know Nintendo. You obviously don't, because you can't say something right away. And now at this point, you're in deflection mode. You're in like, okay, I'm probably wrong, but let me have a little bit of fun with it. I'm going to joke around a little bit because you're wrong. And that's fine. That's fine. But it is what it is. Like I said, I feel you, man. Nobody's ever right all the time. So it's all good. Everyone's wrong. I'm wrong a lot of times too, you know. You're probably wrong more than me, but, you know, who's counting? This man said, "I'm finishing Subway. Give me a second." I'll find it, guys. Oh, don't worry, guys. I'll find where Nintendo's released the same game 3 years in a row, and it's the same thing over and over. Don't worry, guys. I'll find it. I will find it. Yo, Jose, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Let's get some Super Mario Galaxy, or actually no, let's get gotta play some Xenoblade music next. Then we got Shamsa's track. I played FIFA 10 through 19. They only made small patches improvements to each game, but the online is still bad and buggy. Hey, there you go. That's fine. You played it for a while. Metroid Prime 4 will release before he gives us an answer. Which one comes first? An actual legitimate answer from Andre, or Metroid Prime 4? My subscriber badge is on the brand on my brand account. I'm gonna have to unsub there to sub with this name. Oh, it's all good. 16-bit hero. Whatever works for you, bro. Thank you for coming out to the stream. 30-inch sub, yeah. Maybe when he finishes the 30-inch sub, he'll answer. It's a 30-inch sub, so it's gonna take a while for him to eat. There's a lot of that sub there, so it's gonna take a while for him to answer everything. So we got to give this man ample time, you know, to answer these questions. These are hard-hitting questions, dude. You know, these are hard-hitting questions. These are not easy questions to answer. He might be a kid. Oh yeah, he might be a kid. Exactly, he might be, and that's why I said he's young. I said that from the very beginning. He's young. I said that so yeah, he's probably a teenager or a kid. He doesn't know Nintendo's history, which is fine. Check DM if you can. All right, you got some music for me, Nightshade? All right, I can definitely check the DMs. Yeah, I got you on that PS2 startup remix. Yeah, we'll play it right after this. He says he's 41. He's not 41. He's lying. I'll answer 100% complete Brigandine before he comes up with the answer. That's probably gonna be it. You are? How are you 41 years old and you think that Nintendo makes yearly franchises that are the same? That are the exact same each year, and they rename it. Which okay, you're 41, but you don't know Nintendo's history then. Is FIFA 21 a bad game? I don't think it's a good game. Nah, I don't think it's a good game. Wish Fallout was on Switch. I don't care about Fallout anymore, but yeah, it'd be nice. If he's 41, then I'm 52. You're not 52, party? Didn't he say he was eating? Why did he respond to you then? He said that he's eating and he'll get back to me in a few, and he's been responding. He's been typing every now and then, so he has no answer, guys. He messed up. Or he thought that I wasn't gonna say anything. He thought that I wasn't gonna comment on it. This is good for a chill Saturday stream though. I like the vibe. Hey, what's up, TH3? Welcome to the stream. People who say Nintendo just copies and pastes their games are the same people who say Nintendo only releases Zelda, Mario, and Pokemon every year, ignoring all the other games. Yeah, pretty much. That sounds about right. Or it's the same people. It's the same people who play Call of Duty every year. Say, "Oh, this is awesome." They sit there and play Madden or Call of Duty and say, "Oh my God, this is so great." They sit there and play freaking Call of Duty Cold War. It literally looks the exact same. Oh man. What's up, El Realist? You don't feel welcome? I'm sorry. We'll make you feel welcome. Everybody say what up to El Realist. All right, let me get Nightshade's music going. And then we'll get Shamsa's track. Wait a minute. What track did Shamsa send me? Wait, Shamsa, what did you want me to play again? I forgot. Let's see. He's backpedaling, talking about games in general. Oh man. Oh my gosh. He's backpedaling, talking about games in general. Oh yeah, he's definitely. I missed annually part. My bad. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, dude. You specifically mentioned. You said Nintendo does the same. How are they any different from EA? They do the same thing. How did you miss? We were talking about FIFA 21 copying, pasting the same game each year. That's what we were talking about. If you misunderstood, that's fine. But then you continued to go with that after I explained myself, and I said, okay, well, like, look, and I literally said to you, I said, well, wait a minute. How does Nintendo copy and paste the same game every year, like 3 years in a row? I explained it to you, and I was like, can you answer? And you said, give me a few. So even after I explained it to you a second time, you doubled down and said, well, give me a few. So you actually didn't miss that, Andre. You didn't miss it. But that's okay. It's all good. I feel you, bro. Nintendo literally has nothing they can release yearly. They don't really have much. I think like the only thing that they could possibly release yearly, I don't know if there really is anything they can release yearly. I can't think of a single franchise that would be like a good yearly release. Like, I don't think yearly releases make sense for anything that's not like a sports game, you know? Or Call of Duty. But Nintendo doesn't have anything like Call of Duty, you know? Mario Kart can be yearly, can be early. I think you make yearly. No, Mario Kart would be horrible yearly. Nah, because Mario Kart's just better. Instead of releasing a yearly Mario Kart, there'd barely be any changes. They just need to do DLC. That's way better. So I don't think Mario Kart's a good yearly game, considering that Mario Kart games don't come around very often, you know? Okay, Mario Party. Yeah, that might be a game that they can kind of do like yearly. Mario Party, you know? Maybe something like that. Yeah, maybe something like Mario Party. Splatoon can be yearly? Nah, I don't think it can be. Because of the way that it's already set up. It's already set up to where you get free DLC. You know? So I don't really think a lot of these games you say be yearly. I don't really think it'd be good yearly. I honestly don't think it'd be good yearly. I mean, you can do, technically you can do anything yearly, right? If you copy and paste the same game, you can do anything yearly. Hey, what's up, Frank R? Pokemon would be a good yearly franchise? Nah, dude. I don't know about that. For the mainline games, nah. It already is yearly, like, for, like, content. But for the mainline games, nah. I don't really think anything's really good yearly, to be honest. You can do a lot of stuff yearly, but would it actually be better or good yearly? I don't think so. You know? I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, you could. There's a lot of stuff that they could do. But actual, like, would it benefit gamers to have yearly game, like yearly Splatoon, and like to, I don't think it would. Like, I don't really think it would benefit gamers doing all that. But that's just me. Obviously, Call of Duty people think differently. Madden people think differently. Unazuki, thank you for the follow. Shamsa, what music track did you want me to play, Evie? I forgot what music you wanted me to play. I totally forgot. I completely forgot. He releases dry out franchises. Look at COD. Yeah, man. Forza. We're still on the FIFA 21 topic. Assassin's Creed, man. Yeah, that was yearly. That was horrible. Am I a rapper? Yeah. I actually like to rap about your mom whenever she comes over. You know, that's my favorite thing to rap about. You know, a lot of rappers they talk about about the nice women out there. So yeah, definitely your mom is one of my favorite things to rap about. I also like to rap about banning people too. That's another thing that I like to rap about. Banning people, you know? So it's also like get G-tabs out here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with that ban too. Thank you though. Thanks for the follow though. Thanks for the little sneak racism in there too. I appreciate that, man. Freaking idiot. All right, let's see here. I think Pez needs to come on Switch already. Yeah. Yeah, I already blocked him. He's just a loser. He has nothing better. It's just a little kid that's probably in his room like, oh no, I'm gonna troll. I'm gonna troll people today. I'm gonna go on there and I'm gonna click on the tab and I'm gonna go on there and say stuff to people. The first thing that comes to my mind, it's like, bro, get your crusty, milk stained, Lucky Charms eating, Zoom class taking, freaking crusty butt out of my stream, man. Like, get out of here, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear what you gotta say. Yeah, Cheeto Dust, Malto Meal, All-Star, Pop-Tart King looking like, get your 15-year-old self out of here, man. This is a crusty Cheeto fingertips gift card all-star over here because you don't got your own credit card. Gift card all-star, Super Mario gift card stars. Get out of here, bro. This man out here like legit sitting here with his orange wedges, freaking orange wedges, fruit snacks, and Capri Sun. Parent permission. Parent permission needing self. Get yourself out of here, bro. Oh my gosh. Boo boo underwear. Oh my gosh, man. This dude really out here trying to be funny. We're just gonna roast him and move on. All right. Let's keep it going though, guys. That's it with FIFA. All right, that's it with FIFA. We're gonna move on to the next. Topic here, and that is. Wait a minute. What is Shamsa's? I still don't know what Shamsa's track is. I must have missed it a number of times. Let's see here. Eating all the snacks and drinking all the Capri Suns. That's that man right there, bro. Dark bearded soul. What's good, man? Welcome. How's it going? Armchair. What's good? All right, Super Mario Galaxy. Got some Super Mario Galaxy music. This was on Twitch, guys. For me to know what we were doing, what we were talking about, this was completely on Twitch. This was not a YouTube thing. Let's see here, dude. If you've seen what they do to veteran COD players, how they screw them over, it would disgust you. I had to dip from supporting the franchise. What do they do to COD? Like, what's the thing? Because like from what I see with COD, everybody likes it. Well, not everybody, but from what I see, people tend to think that COD is really good, right? Or am I missing something? I know, like I see a lot of people playing it, you know. Sorry, I was playing Mario 35. I wanted you to play yesterday's track. Oh, okay. No, hey, Shamsa, keep playing Mario 35. You're too good at that game, Shamsa. You're too good. You get those dubs. Keep playing. Don't worry about me. You don't worry about me, Shamsa. Keep having fun. Play the game. Yeah, definitely focus on that. I can't have my stream break your stride in that game. All right, I'll play yesterday's track for you. Okay, Shamsa. Just one with 0 KO. Oh, you're on that RGT plan. Nah, we're not doing random Q&A yet. Newer players like it because it caters to them. But Activision put this matchmaking in place to essentially encourage new players to spend money on microtransactions. Oh man. Can't wait to have kids. Having kids is fun. It's like challenging, but it's fun. Like my daughter, she's great. So, see, but if you here's the thing, Charity. If you have kids, like let's say with a respectable person, and their name starts with P, and it ends with N, think about how respectable and honorable and amazing and intelligent those kids would be. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just saying. I'm not gonna point to the direction of who, you know, but I'm just saying. You know. All right. The only yearly franchise I think Nintendo has is Pokemon, and that's definitely hurting a little, but not directly. Nintendo though, yeah. Who did Velvet? Did Velvet join the chat? Is Velvet here? Did I miss her? There's a lot of people in the chat, man. This chat's going kind of quick. Yo, what's up, Skipping Tracks? I didn't see Velvet in here. Gaming Fire, what's good, man? Welcome. Kenny, what's good, man? We already talked about FIFA. You're late. Oh, okay. Bead Queen. Bead Queen, did you see? Oh, you know what? Bead Queen probably didn't see yesterday's episode because I didn't have it on the It's what's it called? It's still unlisted. Like I didn't put it up on the OJ Live page, so there's no way she could have seen it. But we said hi yesterday, Bead Queen. We did say hi though. I'll make sure I put it unlisted to where you can see it. It's at the beginning of the stream. What's good, Velvet? Welcome. If Velvet's here, I didn't see her comment, but if she's here, welcome. I'm sorry. This chat's kind of going. Yo, B-Boy Greedy Goblin, thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. All right, let me get this next track from Shamsa going, though. Yesterday's track. All right, you sent me a bunch of stuff, so let me see yesterday's track. Where was yesterday's track? I missed it. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you sent me, so I didn't see where it's at. And the DM, what the DMs are weird. Like it's acting weird. Ah, here we go. Hey, what's up, Gunmetal Otaku? Let's see here. This matchmaking allows them to, okay, I already read that. Bad joke, play a little bit of Pikmin demo. I can dig it. Yeah, that's a bad joke. Never played a FIFA game in my life and never plan to. Good. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the next topic here, guys. Oh, wait, why is my Xbox stream saying something different? Okay. Switch eShop sales. So once again, we're going to go over some of the eShop sales here, guys. And Super Mario 3D All-Stars, the laziest game ever made, is still at the top of the charts. #1. But for some reason, it's acting weird and I cannot find the stupid charts. Because my internet is acting kind of weird, acting kind of sus. We should vote it off. Oh my gosh, we should vote it off. So let's take a look at these eShop charts, guys. So yeah. There we go. Found it. October 10th. We're going to go down the top 30 games. At number 30, we got Duke Nukem 3D World Tour. Number 29, Hollow Knight. Great game. Number 28, Final Fantasy VII. Number 27, Cuphead. Number 26, Lego Harry Potter. Number 25, Rivals of, is it Either or Ather? Either. whatever. Aether. Number 24, Super Mario Odyssey. Number 23, this is just eShop too, guys, not retail, just eShop. Number 23, Stardew Valley. Number 22, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. So it's good to see that game in the top 30. Number 21, MXGP3. Number 20, Pokemon Sword. Number 19, Super Mario Party. Number 18, Burger Chef Tycoon. Number 17, Minecraft Dungeons. Number 16, Necroworm. Number 15, Sonic Mania. Number 14, Bulletstorm, Duke of Switch Edition. Number 13, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Number 12, Transistor. Number 11, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Number 10, Bastion. Number 9, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Number 8, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Number 7, Kirby Fighters 2. Number 6, Killer Queen Black. Number 5, Minecraft. Got that little bump there from Steve. Number 4, Untitled Goose Game. Number 3, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Number 2, Hades, which is a game that I really want to play. And number 1 is Super Mario 3D All-Stars. So, pretty cool to see all the different games there. Super Mario 3D All-Stars still continuing to dominate, like always. So, yeah, man, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Children definitely asked their mom to buy Mario cereal for the Amiibo. That Mario cereal is not even that great. I had it last year or whatever. Yeah, Pokemon's still holding it down. A lot of stuff. People still buying it, man. People still buying it quite a bit. So it is what it is there. I'm doing good, Jonathan Campos. How you doing, man? Thank you. I appreciate that. Good to see you guys here. If I haven't said hi to you and you're here in the stream, make sure you say hi so I can say, because I see a lot of new people that came in. So make sure you say hi, and I'll say hi to all you guys. Andre Clay said with the $10. So sorry, I misspoke on the topic, but I still think Nintendo does the most anti-consumer is the most anti-consumer company out there. Hey Andre, I'd be more than happy to talk to you in an official debate. If you think Nintendo's the most anti-consumer company, I would love to see you try to come and prove it. I would really love to see you kind of come and prove that they're the most anti-consumer company out there. I'd be more than happy to debate you one-on-one about that. More than happy to debate you one-on-one with that. But if you think that they're the most anti-consumer company out there, feel free. Let me know a time and a date available. But I'll say this. You're entitled to your opinion, and that's fine. But I think that you're really wrong on that one. I think that you're extremely wrong. I think EA's far worse. I think Activision's far worse. And in my opinion, there's two sides to it. There's anti-consumer and there's also anti-people. And not only is EA anti-consumer at times, but they're anti-people. They close down studios. They overpay their executives, sometimes underpay their employees. Activision does the same thing. At least you know with Nintendo, at least you know that the employees are paid. At least you know that the bosses take responsibility for their failures. They take pay cuts. At least you know that there's actually some genuine people working there that's not willing to sacrifice their studios and sacrifice their people because a system or a game undersells. EA constantly closes down studios. Activision constantly doesn't pay their employees, and their CEO makes $40 million compared to Nintendo's CEO or Nintendo's president making $1 million. You know, so 40 times the amount for Activision's CEO, despite Nintendo making way more money. You know, like these are the type of things that I look at when I talk about anti-consumer. Let's talk about the company itself, not just for consumers, but the people who actually make these games, everybody that's involved. In my opinion, anti-consumer, anti-good, just good, bad company would definitely go to EA and would go to Activision over Nintendo. But like I said, I'd be more than happy to take you on anytime if you get a good mic. You want to come on and try to debate Nintendo's worse than EA and all that. Good luck explaining the microtransactions. Good luck explaining not paying their employees, because those employees can be consumers as well too, right? Good luck explaining all the things. Good luck explaining $40 million CEO salary Good luck force feeding microtransactions down people's throats with full price $60 games. Good luck with all that. Good luck trying to explain the two-time worst company in America. Two-time worst company in America, EA. Good luck. Good luck. He says nope. I still think Nintendo is the most anti-consumer company out there. He didn't say out of the big three. He said out there. So he didn't say that. Regarding the Spawncast, when they went on anti-consumer 3D All-Stars, that take did not age well. I don't think it really, his point doesn't change. I think his point still stands. I think it aged just fine. But yeah, I don't really think that I think it's fine. Yeah, it's your opinion. But I mean, when you have an opinion, and that's fine. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate that. And that's why, you know, your opinion, it's fine, and I get that. But the problem is that I don't really think that there's too much to really back up that opinion, you know. In my opinion, I don't find that a very good opinion, you know? That's why I said I'd be more than happy to discuss that with you on here. If they're the most anti-consumer company out there, I think you're going to have a very hard time explaining everything that I just said in terms of how EA and Activision treats their employees and how they close down studios and how they force feed microtransactions and how they rehash the same game every single year. And how they do all, like, I can find even more scummy stuff that these companies do, that EA and Activision do. Like, I can even find more. Like, it doesn't just end there. There's a lot more than that. Very scummy stuff. But hey. It's an opinion. Opinions are opinions. When it comes to consoles, Nintendo is? Nah, not really. A lot of you guys, if you guys think that, and a lot of you guys associate anti-consumer with I don't like something. A lot of you guys associate that with I don't like what they did, or I don't like this, therefore it's anti-consumer. That word is thrown around way too much. It's thrown around way too much. I'll just say that right now. Like, it's thrown around way too much. You know? It's thrown out. People like to just throw down. They don't get something that they want, anti-consumer. They don't get something that they don't like how this is done, anti-consumer. They don't like this business practice, anti-consumer. The same thing happened with Microsoft. When Microsoft purchased Bethesda, oh, anti-consumer, anti-consumer, anti-consumer. No, it's not anti-consumer. They made a business purchase. Plain and simple. Any publicly traded company, especially in America, can be bought. They made a business decision to purchase Bethesda. Anti-consumer. No. Y'all are just like to throw stuff around. When you don't like something, that doesn't mean it's anti-consumer. Doesn't mean it's 100% anti-consumer. You know? At this rate, every game company is anti-consumer. By the way, gamers act. Exactly. It could be a business purchase, but also be anti-consumer. No, it cannot. In my example, is not. You just don't like it, Nathan Drake. You came here crying about it when it first happened. There's nothing anti-consumer about Microsoft purchasing Bethesda. Just like there's nothing anti-consumer when you were happy that Sony purchased and got Final Fantasy 16. You seem to be just fine with that. You seem to be just fine with their other purchases that they've made. I didn't see you come in and say that. So you need to be more balanced. Because you had no problem with those other things. So it's okay to purchase Final Fantasy 16 and get that as an exclusive on a console exclusive. But it's not okay for them to purchase games, like purchase what they want? How is that fair? EA put an advertisement on the process of playing Ultimate Team in a kids magazine. Yeah. So people think anti-consumer is equivalent to customer satisfaction. And that's the problem. It's that they don't like something, so therefore they say, it's anti-consumer. Because it makes them feel more important, or sound like it's worse, or they want to rally people around them. Well, this is anti-consumer. Oh, if it's anti-consumer, that means it's bad for you, so therefore you should agree with me. And that's the biggest problem with gamers. People are entitled, and they think that if they don't like something, that all of a sudden it's anti-consumer. There are things that are legitimately anti-consumer, which is fine. Yo, shout outs to George. Yo, thank you so much for the Elite Ninja pledge. I appreciate that. Welcome back to the Jonin squad. You know the deal. Thank you for that, man. But just because you don't like something doesn't mean it's anti-consumer. And that's fine, TK9, if you think that. But I personally don't think that. I think none of them are really. I don't think Microsoft, Sony, or Nintendo are anti-consumer, or there's a most anti-consumer out of all of them. They're all companies that sell video games. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're all companies that sell video games. Like, and sell systems. Nobody's anti-consumer out of them, okay? There's just things that you like and things that you don't like. When you say anti-consumer, no, you just don't like something that they did or something that they do. You just don't like it. Doesn't mean it's anti-consumer because you don't like something, you know? Doesn't mean they're the most anti-consumer. Is there like a level? Is there like a meter? Is it like a factual equation? This equals this over this equals most anti-consumer? And like I said, entitlement, silliness, random gamer gibberish, whining, bitching, crying, like these are all the things that factor into people using these names in order to try to make themselves feel better about how they feel, instead of just saying, oh, well, I just don't like that. Okay, I'm moving on. And that's why people use the anti-consumer tag on things to rally people on their side for social media. You know what I'm saying? For social media and to feel better about themselves. It has nothing to do with actually real anti-consumer stuff. Nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? It's more just like them being angry about something or being upset about a game, or they don't like the way this happened, so I'm gonna say it's anti-consumer in order to rally people with me. That's really all it is. You know? So yeah. Like I said, does Nintendo still do this is what I'm talking about. Does Nintendo still do player's choice with their games? That's not anti-consumer because their games keep value. That is a market. That is economics. Has nothing to do with being anti-consumer or not. You just don't like it. You just don't like the price. Has nothing to do with being anti-consumer. You simply don't like the price. You don't like the fact that you can't buy games for $20. That they stopped doing that because their games are worth more and are more valuable now than they were before. Because Nintendo's games used to price drop quicker. Now that they don't, they decided, hey, we'll let the market decide that or not. We'll let the retailers decide if they're gonna drop the price or not. Whether they do player's choice or not, that doesn't make them anti-consumer. You simply just don't like it. They don't have to. You're not entitled to player's choice. That's not anti-consumer. You're not entitled to have them make anything. Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, Activision, EA, they don't have to make a player's choice label. They don't have to discount their things. They put it out there and the market decides if the price of the games go down or not. If you don't like the price of the games, then you just simply don't like the price of the games. If you think that they're too expensive, then don't buy them. But that doesn't mean it's anti-consumer because you don't get player's choice. That doesn't make them, you just don't like it. You just don't like it. Plain and simple. Has nothing to do with being greedy. It's more to do with business. That is business. All these companies are greedy then. They're all greedy because they all want to make money. They all do things to make money. Once again, you just don't like it. It's not about greedy. It's about they're a business. They're capitalistic. So of course, they're not going to lower the price on their games if they feel that they're worth that. Why would they do that when the games still sell at the price that they're at? This is just facts. This is economics. This is the reason why you're in my chat with the blank avatar and you're not a CEO of a company and you're not a business person. You're just not, because you think that even if you put out a product in the market that they should be forced to lower the price when the market says no, these games are worth whatever they're at. And that's exactly the reason why you're not a CEO, because you would go in there and slash prices all the way down when the market says no, these prices are fine. You think Microsoft and Sony do what they do because out of the goodness of their heart? You don't know business. Microsoft and Sony slash the prices down because the retailers slash the prices down. Sony wants no part of this. If you really think that Sony wants to do greatest hits labels, which I don't think they even do, they stopped doing. I don't think there is there greatest hits anymore? Yeah, there are PlayStation hits or whatever. They only do that because the retailers don't order any more copies and they lower the price. So if they're gonna lower the price in stores, they're gonna do it themselves. It doesn't matter. This is, bro, you are so off. Feel free, TK9. Hit me up on Twitter. You want to debate one-on-one on this one? Let me know. Let me know. I can guarantee you from somebody. I've got a friend of mine that works retail. I've worked retail. I've done plenty of business and economics. I know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you think you're more intelligent than me on this topic, I'll take you and Andre and anybody else on that wants to talk about this and wants to know about economics of game prices and what's going on with it. Let me know. But if you think if you think I'm off, feel free. I'd be more than happy to have you on. Good luck though. Good luck explaining. Good luck. Would love to see it. I'm down right now if you are. Just because they aren't going out of their way to do X or pro-consumer doesn't mean they're being. It's not about. Here's the thing, guys. It's not about being pro-consumer with prices of video games. Has nothing to do about being pro-consumer. Sony does not want to drop the price of their video games. They do not want to drop the price. Sony does not want. You know why I know this? Because Sony released Horizon Zero Dawn on PC for $50. If they were so pro-consumer and pro-price drop, when on PS4 it was what, $20 or $10? When they released it on PC, it was $50. If you think Sony wants to drop the price of their games because it's pro-consumer, where's the pro-consumer price for PC players? They had to wait 3 years to get Horizon Zero Dawn. How come it was 50? Once again, that's not anti-consumer. You just don't like the price. You not liking a price doesn't mean it's anti-consumer. You not liking a price doesn't mean it's anti-consumer. You can not buy it. Once again, you not liking a price of something, just don't buy it. I don't think Horizon Zero Dawn being $50, which is more expensive than it being on PS4 and it's late, I don't think that's anti-consumer, you know? So once again, you guys can sit here, the 2 or 3 people that are arguing, you guys can sit here and say, I don't like the price, so it's anti-consumer. No, you just don't like the price. But if you want to say it's anti-consumer, go ahead. But that's subjective. It's an opinion. It's not fact. Give me facts. Give me something that's facts when it comes to anti-consumer. You just don't like it. Anti-consumer is just subjective at this point. People just bring it up in order to, because they don't like something, you know? It's just whining. That's really all it comes down to. He says, just looking for 15 minutes of fame on YouTube, ignore him. Yeah, at this point, they just keep on saying the same thing. I'm not getting the price that I want on games. I don't like them. I'm not getting the price that I want on games. So yeah. I'm not getting the price that I want on games, so it's anti-consumer. Says, why did I ban you? I banned you because you asked me about being a rapper. There's nothing rapping that I'm doing. What's my definition of anti-consumer? Not crying about the price of games. I didn't even call Sony's $70 games anti-consumer. Go back and look at my videos. I didn't even call those anti-consumer. So, not crying about the price of games. Either you wait, you get a deal somewhere else, or you buy it when you feel that there's a good price. Plain and simple. Right now, if you want to get a cheaper price on Mario Kart, you can go on Amazon and it's $49. Or if you want to get a Zelda, it's $44. There's your price cut that you want right there. The market and retailers dictate the price of games. All right, Muhammad. I'll take your word for it. Or no, Monad? Sorry, man. Back in the day, SNES would pay $70 for a game. It was 16-bit, lasted 6 to 10 hours. I know. But it's not. But $70 games aren't anti-consumer. That's their price. You might not like it. I don't like it, but that doesn't mean it is. That's what they feel the price is worth. If you don't think it's worth that price, then simply not buy it. Is a Lamborghini anti-consumer because it's freaking $250,000? No, it's just too expensive. Don't buy it. Doesn't mean it's anti-consumer because you don't like the price of something. Is a Beverly Hills mansion anti-consumer? No, that's just the price. It's Beverly Hills. Just because you don't like the price of something doesn't make it anti-consumer. That's how the market works. Stuff is priced according to the market. MSRP is MSRP. You know what that stands for? Manufacturer suggested retail price. Suggested, not manufacturer. You have to make it this price. Suggested. So, the manufacturer suggests the price. It doesn't have to be that price. Companies can put it lower. For example, like I just said with Amazon, it's lower on Amazon. You can go buy it there. The market dictates the prices. The only reason why Sony and Microsoft dropped the prices is because the market has already, nobody's buying the games anymore in the stores. The games aren't selling, so they have to lower the price in order to clear the inventory. In order for Sony to stay competitive with that, they have to lower theirs too, because nobody's gonna buy it from PSN if it's 50, 60 bucks on PSN, but you can get it in store for $20. Who's gonna buy it on PSN when you can get it in store for 20? It's exactly the reason why Sony removed their digital vouchers from GameStop. Walmart sells games $10 cheaper. Once again, manufacturers suggested retail. Do they have to follow that? Not necessarily. Also, technology upgrades for PS5. I don't get why it's anti-consumer. Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. To me, I think somebody asked me what my definition of anti-consumer is. My definition, I don't know, because I don't whine about stuff. So when I don't like something, I just don't get it. But I would say my definition would be stuff that would be like the closest thing would probably be like EA and how they try to scam people into like microtransactions and full price games. Stuff like that to me would be like, that would be like my the borderline kind of anti-consumer, but I don't really use that word a lot, but that would be like kind of my thing in gaming would be that, you know, because the game is already 60 bucks. Then on top of the game being 60 bucks, you have never ending supply of the same things. And then you program your game around people constantly buying the same thing that never ends. FIFA Ultimate Team just in general, okay? If you play the game normally, you're never going to be able, it takes too long, okay? It takes way too long to get money and to get good players and to get packs. They program it to where it takes that long, so it encourages you to buy microtransactions in order to enjoy that mode that you included, you know? So that would be like the closest thing to me. But even then, I'm just kind of like, it's just scummy. Resident Evil being $20 on Xbox, Resident Evil Origins being $20 on Xbox and PS4, but $60 on Nintendo has nothing to do with Nintendo being anti-consumer. Nintendo doesn't set the price for Resident Evil Origins. And once again, whining about price. Whining about price is not anti-consumer. You just don't like the price. That's just, once again, whining about price. Don't Nintendo do the same thing? What games, Andre? What games do they build around microtransactions? Where they build around never-ending microtransactions? Full price $60 games. What game is that? But FIFA isn't as bad as NBA. But FIFA isn't as bad or as bad as FIFA or NBA. But it isn't as bad as FIFA. Okay, that's what you're saying. You crying about microtransactions? No, I'm not actually. They asked me what my definition was, and I told you guys that. I'm saying that they built a whole mode around that. So if you want to enjoy the mode, it pushes you to get microtransactions. I used to play Ultimate Team, but the problem is that it's built around microtransactions. So they actually affected the gameplay within the game in order to push you to buy microtransactions. If you could still play Ultimate Team and you get stuff just as good and it wasn't programmed in the way that it was, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But it's programmed in a way that it's so slow and it would take you so long to get what you need to get that it says, okay, you might as well just buy microtransactions if you want to even be competitive in this mode against other people. Another example of this is star cards in Battlefront or whatever, Battlefront 2 or where people in multiplayer could purchase stuff to upgrade and beat people who did it from the very beginning of the game. That was the problem. This is, bro, I can't. No, you can't, because you have no answer to anything that I'm saying. You have no answer. You can't, because you really have no answer. Once again, you guys said, somebody in the chat said Nintendo does the same thing. I said, well, where? Tell me where. What games? When you said, okay, I'm crying about microtransactions, I said, no, I'm telling you that they built a game around that, and anybody that wants to play it, it's built so slowly, and it literally affects the game that you're playing. I told you I get off at 6. I'm not waiting till 6 for you to come on here. I'm not even gonna be streaming anymore. I've got to do a podcast. Hit me up on Twitter. Let's go over the topics and everything, get it set up, and then we will make an official debate for it. We'll do it next week. I can't wait till 6 though. Like, I'm not waiting till 6. I'm not giving you that much time. Like, I'll let you gather all your papers and whatever you want, and we'll schedule it and we'll make a debate about it. Whatever, we'll go over all the topics and we'll definitely debate it. Get a good mic. Make sure you don't got a bunch of people crying in the background or whatever the case is. But I'm telling you right now, you better be on your game, because right now you're gonna get bodied at this point. I'll stream the debate. He won't flake. He'll show up and just get bodied. But I want to make sure that we know what the topics that we're talking about, and there's no goalpost moving, because that's exactly what you're gonna do. You're gonna goalpost move. I already know what he's gonna do. He's gonna move the goalpost. He's gonna say, "Oh, well, you're doing the same thing." He tried to do it right here. Oh, you're crying about microtransactions. She tried to do it right here. Nobody's crying about it. I don't buy EA games. I don't care. You know? He tried to sit there and blame me for microtransactions. Oh, you're crying. See, like, I don't care. I'm simply telling you. Somebody asked me what I think would be anti-consumer, and I said it would be borderline. Kind of would be them building a game mode completely around this and punishing anybody who doesn't sit there and buy microtransactions 24/7, which is what Ultimate Team does. They built a game mode around you having to buy microtransactions to even be competitive online in the game. It's really otherwise you build up so slow, you get the worst cards. It's horrible, and that's one of the main modes in the game. What's wrong with crying over microtransactions? Said you're glad your community on Twitch ain't this cringe? Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna waste my time with you, bruh. Take this ban. I don't want to see you anymore. I'm glad my community's not as stupid as you, because you're nowhere near as intelligent as you think you are. I'm banning this dude. You're nowhere near as intelligent as you think you are. You come to my stream, you sit there and talk back and forth. You move the goalposts. You know what I'm saying? Like, go back to your community then. Feel free to go back to your community and you argue with them and you talk about how anti-consumer, how everything is, okay? You go there. You go there and you talk your ish there. And don't come back over here, bruh. If you want to sit there and start talking, that's fine. You want to say something about me? Okay. But now you're going to sit here and talk about everybody else just because they disagree with you? Oh, no, that's a problem now. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Now that's disrespect. Now you disrespected me and my community. Therefore, you're gone. Don't talk to me. If you hit me up on Twitter, I'm going to ban you instantly. If you hit me up on Twitch, I'm going to ban you again. Get out of here, you fraud. Go talk to your community on Twitch. Bunch of plebes. Considering you get up at 6, you have 30 minutes to combo, show me your fraudulent. I mean, this dude really gonna sit here, come here and say that about people because they disagree with what he's saying. He still hasn't made a single good point in the whole time here. If you actually made some good points, then people here would maybe be agreeing with you, but you've made no good points. You've made almost nothing. And then, like I said, you tried to blame me and say, oh, look, you're crying about microtransactions. And you tried to point the finger at me when somebody asked me, like, what would be your thing? Nah, bruh. TK9 your butt out of my chat. Let's see here. This man legitimately brought up Resident Evil being $20 and then $60 on Switch in terms of anti-consumer. Nintendo doesn't even make Resident Evil. This is the type of points that he's bringing up. This dude legitimately brought up Resident Evil being $20, but then $60 on Switch, as if Nintendo made the price for Resident, as if that's dictated by them at all. And that's not even correct with Resident Evil Origins. It's not even 60 on Switch. Like, that's not even correct in general. like that was one of his points. I'm looking at Resident Evil Origins. You can get the game for $30 on Amazon. Like, I just sit right here. Amazon Prime, $30, Monday, October 12th. Resident Evil Origins collection. What's up, Mr. Right Way? So what do you say was this? He was not even right. I've never seen that guy in my streams. He just came here and got salty. Oh, he didn't rile me up at all. Let's see. So is Nintendo denying Joy-Con drift anti-consumer? Yes, I do think that is something that they need to. They didn't deny it outright. They said that it's not a big inconvenience for people. They didn't deny that it's a thing in general. They said it's not a big inconvenience. But I do think that is a problem because in UK, Nintendo UK, that's a problem there. Everywhere else, Nintendo has a replacement plan. I think Japan has one. US, here we have one. But at the UK, that's a problem. So part of it here in America, we're fine. They didn't deny it here. We get replacements, no problem. But in the UK, there is an issue there, or in Europe. So that is a problem with Nintendo of UK. Here, right here where we live, you can get the Joy-Con drift fixed for free. That is a legit problem, but it's not everywhere. It's one branch of Nintendo doing that. It's not everywhere here. So it's like, yeah, that's a problem there, but here where I live, you can get it fixed. You know? When is the debate? We were gonna debate Monday, but he then decided to bash my audience here and said that he said that glad that his Twitch base isn't as cringe. So then he started to attack people, like personally attack people, and it went from video games to actually attacking people here in the chat. So therefore he got banned, and I will not talk to him. He's not worth my time now. But if he had a Twitch audience, that's good. That would have been good. You know, it would have got to body him in front of his Twitch audience, so that would have been fun. But the fact that he's gonna sit there and say that, like I said, that didn't get me. Nothing that he said made me upset. I'm not upset at anything. But what I did have a problem with is when he said the audience. When he started talking about everybody else, that was the problem. You know, that was the problem. Oh, there's no need debating people like that, Monado Mario. There's no need. Wait a minute. Are we cringe for having intelligence to peek out logic holes? Dude wasn't even right with what he was saying. He said it's 60 on Switch, Resident Evil. It's not. It's 30. I found it for 30 on Amazon. What's up, Birdman? Toyotomi. What's up, man? Welcome. Hey, VC. What's up? Welcome. Mac Vegas says, "Oh, just stick it up for that's all." Yes. Sorry, guys. Like that's the thing that I just had an issue with that. That's what I had an issue with. You know. That's what I had an issue with. Let's see here. Guys like him gotta stop getting mad about video games. Yeah, he definitely seemed a little bit peeved, you know, about something. But that's okay, man. It happens. I told you he was just looking for 15 minutes of fame for attention on his Twitch channel. Yeah, it seemed that way. That's true, Frank. You're right about that. Although the thing about it is that debates always do really well, you know, on the channel whenever we do have them. So it's not like I couldn't have came up a little bit too, because we haven't had one in a while. You know, it's been a while since we had a good one. You know, so they always do. I mean, we always have like 500, 600 people in here whenever we have debates, right? So whether I get bodied or I do the bodying. So they're always fun, right? They're always fun. But so heck, anytime I can get one in, it's great. Let's see here. So why they be testing my Hokage like that? He tried. It's all good, man. He can go back to his Twitch audience, and I'll have my audience here. All right, let's go and get to the next topic here, though, guys. PS5 backwards compatibility. Is this anti-consumer or not? There's gonna be at least 10 games that are not backwards compatible. So since there's at least 10 games that are not backwards compatible, that is anti-consumer against everybody that wants to play those 10 games backwards compatible. That is anti-consumer. That is not good for everybody. That's so anti-consumer, you know, so anti-consumer. That every game is not backwards compatible. It's super it's the same architecture. It should have been anti-consumer. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. So basically, we got word that there are going to be backwards compatible games, you know, and every game is pretty much going to be backwards compatible. There's 10 games. I went over the list yesterday, but the new information here that we talked about, or at least I wanted to discuss or go over more like it, was Ghost of Tsushima. Some games have a boost mode. So it seems like it's not as good as Xbox Series X. Xbox Series X seems to do a better job with backwards compatible or backwards compatibility. Whereas Sony's saying some games have a boost mode to where they will perform better on the PlayStation 5. It just seems like it's might have to download an update for some of the games. It just seems like it's a little bit more archaic than what Microsoft's doing. Like Microsoft, it's like you put in the disc, all of a sudden, boom, it's like 60 frames per second. Like everything just works more fluidly. It seems like Sony's a little bit more jank, but it still works, right? So games like Ghost of Tsushima, for example, will be 60 frames per second on the PS5, which I just found my new launch title for the PS5. I don't think I need to buy anything. I think I've got Ghost of Tsushima right here. Where is it? It's somewhere here. I don't know. It's somewhere here. Anyway. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So here's my launch title, guys. And I'm wondering if The Last of Us Part 2, if this has a boost mode to 60 frames per second. They haven't said anything yet with The Last of Us Part 2, but I would definitely replay this on a harder difficulty if there was a boost mode for 60 frames per second, because there's a lot of replay value in this game. But this would be the game that I'm probably most excited to play if there's boost modes, I mean, you don't need PS5 games. You can just play PS4 games with the boost mode in there. So I'm looking forward to playing this one again. This is the game. I never beat this game. I played about, I think, like 20 hours or so. I got tired of it, just because I just did. But at 60 frames per second, it definitely make me go back and take a look at it to see if I can give it another shot, you know? And it'd be fun to stream at the beginning, like, okay, like, what are we playing on PS5, you know? It'd be like that, you know, it'd be pretty cool to have that. So yeah, man. I'm happy to see the backwards compatibility. He says, yeah, can't play Joe Diner. So just Nintendo UK denying the Joy-Con drift. They didn't, once again, they didn't deny it. You got to go back and look at it. They're saying that that it's not inconvenience. It's not a big inconvenience. That's what they're saying. They didn't deny it. People are saying that they're denying it because it's a better clickbait title. They're saying it's not a huge inconvenience. They didn't say it's not that it's not there. Let's see here. I was thinking the same, OJ. Also waiting for remastered Spider-Man, as I never finished. Well, are you gonna buy the remastered Spider-Man? Because you have to remember, Spider-Man, there's no boost mode for Spider-Man, guys, because they want to sell that game again. So Spider-Man, if you have the disc, it's just gonna be the same Spider-Man that it was. I don't know. I don't think there is a boost mode, maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. Like we have to double check with Sony on that one. Yeah, I'm aware. Okay, so you're aware. I think if you want to get like the actual better performing Spider-Man, like you got to buy the remastered version of it, you know? So, it's like whatever, you know? I'm not even going to go as far as to say that's anti-consumer. It's just like, hey, look, it is what it is, you know? Like that's how they want to do their business. That's fine. Some games get the boost mode, some don't, you know, whatever, you know? It's your option. You can buy it, you know? So yeah. Let's see. I'm curious if there's going to be some glitches with the emulation in BC at launch, considering that it went from 100 titles to nearly all in months. No. Not all titles will be backwards compatible. Here's the thing. You did not see the update. That was it was misinterpreted what Mark Cerny was saying. He didn't. At first, we thought that it was only 100 titles. But what he meant to say is that there's going to be more than 100 titles that have this boost capability that are backwards compatible. Not only 100 titles that are backwards compatible. So that was not translation, but that was just like the miscommunication and what he was saying. It made it seem as if it was only 100 titles, but it's not. It's 100 plus titles that will be boosted. So like the best games, right? Like the biggest and best games will get these boost modes, while a lot of them won't. You know, whereas Xbox, it's like every game is like a boost mode. It's like it boosts it itself. Like it literally raw horsepowers it to be better. Whereas like Sony, like, well, we're not going back and adjusting everything, you know? So that's the thing. Yeah, that was the thing. I don't think Persona 5, if Persona 5 was going to have I don't know if Persona 5 has one, but if it does, I'm almost willing to wait. But I don't know, do you need a turn-based RPG in 60 frames per second? You're just standing there, you know? I don't know if Persona 5 needs 60 frames per second. You're standing in 60 frames per second. I mean, you know. Is there a list of PS4 that aren't? There is a list, but it's just a bunch of like whack games, you know. It's nothing of significance. You know? I don't know all the games that will get a boost. Sony has not been clear on what games will get a boost or not, you know? Hey, shoutouts, Ben. Go pick up that little girl. Just be careful. Drive safe. Any game with dynamic resolution and or unlocked frames will most likely benefit from the boost mode. Well, I think they have to program for it. You know? Because if they're not being clear on, like, there's 100 games. That means like there has to be some type of update, or there's something that they have to do or tinker with. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's like an automatic thing. So it's not like, oh, well, any game that has unlocked frame rate, all of a sudden it's going to be able to work just fine in boost mode. We don't know that yet, you know? It seems like Xbox, yeah, that's the thing. Because Xbox, literally, they factored in, you know, emulation and backwards compatibility and boost. Like, they factored that in. It doesn't seem like Sony, that wasn't as big of Sony's plans, was backwards compatibility. Like, it's still good, don't get me wrong. But if they're talking about like 100 games and some games will have it, some games won't, you know? Yeah, like first party games, exactly. First party games will will get the boost. Well, depending, like Spider-Man, you know, it doesn't, but yeah, lots of other games should, right? Reese Pieces donated $1, fighting for his friends. Says, what's up, OJ? Got a song request. I've been a Killer Instinct kind of mood. Full gore for Smash. All right, I got you. That'd be technically another Microsoft character if Full Gore got in. All right. Thank you for your support, sir. Let me get this next track going for you. All right. Ratchet and Clank, it's already at 60 frames per second, but it has nothing to do with the boost mode. That's a PS5 game. All right. So that has nothing to do with they've already announced that, Kieran. There will be a 60 frames per second mode in Ratchet and Clank. And there'll be like there'll be a performance mode, and there'll be like a graphics mode in the game, which it will hit up to 60. So that's a PS5 game though. I think Shadow of the Colossus might get a boost mode. Will it? I mean, Shadow of the Colossus, it already runs at 60 on the PS4, right? So will they really? I mean, what's the point of? I don't think there really is going to be anything. I think they're probably just. I mean, maybe higher resolution, but I don't know about maybe. But I don't know. Remote play? I don't know if Sony's gonna do any remote play stuff. Do you think that most of our PSN account download games? Yeah, all of your Dragon King, all of your games on PS4 will transfer to PS5. When you link your account, like if you can re-download your games. But you'll have to, basically, I think they'll vanish from your PS4 though. So yeah. What's up, Freddie Mercury? Yeah, like it'll move. Like so basically you move your PS4 games to your PS5 games. Andre, you already donated $10 earlier, so tell me what music from what game you want. In the chat, just tag me, and I'll play a song for you, okay? What about themes? Will be transferred to PS4 to PS5? I don't think Sony's talked about themes yet. Anybody got any information on that? Thank you, Valentino. I appreciate that, man. Next gen looking sus. Can we vote it out? No, you know what? Here's the thing. Here's my philosophy on next gen. Next gen is looking like this gen, but just better, right? Just better frame rates, better resolutions, you know, better loading times. That's all. Are the games different? Nah, the games are the same. The games are literally the same. That's why you see so many developers just doing next gen upgrades. There's no need for a real next gen version. You just upgrade the game that you already. It's x86. Everything's the same. You just gotta update a few. It's like putting the graphics setting a little bit higher, right? That's why we see that quite a bit. It does take work, don't get me wrong, but like Mortal Kombat's getting a next gen version that's, hey, we got 4K, you know, we got upgrades, we got better graphics for you guys. This is gonna look good, right? We don't need a whole nother, we don't need Mortal Kombat, you know, whatever 11 next gen edition. Nah, it's just an update, right? Witcher 3, just an update. A lot of these games, Avengers, just an update. You know, so that's what this gen is. It's not a real big, significant, oh my gosh, this is just, look at all this crazy stuff. It's just what we had, but just way better, you know? Way better. Just like frame rates are better. 60 frames, maybe even higher, you know, 120, faster loading, You know, maybe more enemies on screen sometimes, maybe a little bit better AI they program. You know, like but it's not a major, oh my gosh, this is like such a big difference, you know, in my opinion. So yeah. Boost mode on PS5 should be a lot better than what we saw with boost mode on PS4 Pro. The RE themes too? What are you talking about? I always thought that next gen is 8th gen remastered. It is. It's 8th gen remastered. It is. It's a really good remaster of 8th gen. Honestly, just buy PS4 version and get free boost instead of paying $70. Well, we don't know what games are boosted though. So we don't know what games are boosted. So if you're talking about Spider-Man, is that what you're talking about? Dragonheart, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. You think Nintendo can go head to head with PS5 and Xbox? It's not only going to go head to head, it's probably going to outsell them a lot of times too. Zanny Usani says, once people get used to near instant loads, I think it'll be hard to go back. I don't know, man. I mean, like, instant loads are great, but at the end of the day, it's about the game, the gameplay. And it's not quite instant loading. I mean, there's definitely some time it takes. Some games are faster than other games, but this game has almost no loading time, you know? So it's kind of more based on how the game is programmed. Some games do have loading times, but they're shorter. But it really is based on how the game's programmed, because like literally this game has literally almost like no loading time. Like it's super fast, you know? So I think it was more the developers not doing the best job of programming more so than, I mean, yes, SSD does give you that faster access to memory and RAM, blah, 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 so it can be faster. Yes, we do know about that. Because you don't have to have the spinning disk and reading off that. Optical drive, obviously slower. HDD slower than SDD, or SSD, sorry. Solid state drive, SSD. But at the same time, like, you know, I'm not the one that's thinking, oh, well, once there's this, I mean, the game has to be good. It's not just about loading times. The game has to be good. That's the most important thing is the game. Some dude donated $5. Says, yo, what's good, my guy? I've been tired as hell, so I had to sleep for 2 days. Oh, man. Just picked up GameCube, all cables with the controller for $40. Also picked up Wave Race and Metroid Prime for $28. Nice. Might shoot for a Game Boy player next. Hey, there you go. Get into that classic action. I'm fine with my Switch. I've got Age of Calamity and Monster Hunter Rise, Breath of the Wild 2, so I'm not going to get PS5. I mean, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, some people, they're going to get PS5 right away. Then other people are fine with their PS4s. I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn, the next one is still on PS4. Sackboy, a lot of these games are still on PS4, you know? So you don't have to rush out and buy it. Miles Morales is on PS4. So if you're, you know, cash, maybe something you don't want to spend on it right now because everything's expensive, you don't have to buy it right now. You can wait. You can wait. Most people wait to buy systems anyway. Systems don't, like, PS4 didn't sell 100 million on day one, you know? It didn't sell 100 million in 1 year. You know, most PS4s were sold when the system was discounted, you know, when the system was cheaper. So, not at the $400, but at the $250 mark, you know, the Black Friday bundles, all that. So, you know, that's what a lot of people are going to do. They're not going to buy everything day one. And the PS5 is literally the size of my freaking body. So, I mean, like, I think some people are going to wait. Some people are going to wait. Or they're just going to play their Switch, or they're just going to play their PC that they already have, or buy a graphics card and just play that, or do something else. And like, not everybody's going to rush out and buy these systems, because they never do. You know, they sell well, don't get me wrong, sell well, but it still takes time, and it takes price drops for systems to sell well. No, I didn't pre-order any games or accessories with my PS5. There's no need to. I got games right here to play, dude. I got Ghost of Tsushima. This is the best PS5 game right now, in my opinion. 60 frames per second. I got this game. This is probably gonna get boost mode. This game's pretty good. You know, this game's pretty good. I got more PS5 games too. Let me see. This game sucks, but it's still a PS5 game. So it's a trash PS5 game. That's a PS5 game. What else? We got more PS5 games too, don't we? Oh, I think this game might get a boost mode. Ooh, how about this game on PS5? It's already 60 on PS. Well, it's kind of a jank 60 though. So maybe this is clean, solid 60 frames. You know? So I got plenty of games to play. Oh, my bad, guys. Unplugged my headphones. You guys are gonna hear a little sound. I'm gonna have to replug them back in. Right, there you go. I guess this question is not directly related, but next gen, do you think Nintendo will step into VR? No. No. Andre says, Chrono Cross Dragon God, I believe is the name of the song. Not sure though, LOL. I told you not to donate again, Andre. I just told you to tag me. Thank you for the 5. If you want 2 songs, let me know, because you already donated earlier, dude. There's no need for you to donate again. Thank you for the 5 though. I appreciate that. JoJo beatdown. I'll play another Chrono Cross song for you. How about that? I'll play 2. Thank you for the 5. PS5 Avengers, baby. All right, you guys ready to go into random Q&A? You can tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence, just PlayerEssence by itself. I'll be more than happy to answer questions, okay? Let's open up them questions, baby. Thank you guys for coming out to the stream. We had 200 plus people throughout this whole stream, so thank you guys so much. But stick around. We got questions now. This is obviously this is usually one of the best times, because we got all sorts of stuff where we talk about. You guys have all sorts of good questions, so let's get it in. That's fine. All right, I got you, Andre. This is a good song. I love Chrono Cross. Do you think Dragon Quest 11 sold more than Final Fantasy 7 Remake? Right now, it has, from what we know. But we don't have updated numbers on Final Fantasy 7 Remake. But from right now, yes, Dragon Quest 11 has sold more. But to be honest, that's not a great comparison, because Dragon Quest 11 is on like multiple platforms, you know, and Final Fantasy 7 Remake is only on PS4. All right, Shamsa, I got you. We got some lulls coming up, guys. We got a couple lulls. You sent me a lot of photos, so I'll read more of you guys' comments, and we'll go over some of these pictures. It's still set for this year. Yes, Troy Perry. Did you talk about Amazon canceled a live service game? I did it. I'll talk about it maybe later. Do you prefer protein smoothie or detox juice? I don't take either one. Do you think Dragon Quest... Okay, I already read that. I sent you a DM 40 minutes ago. Okay, Christian, give me a second. Okay. So, you sent so much of these. Alright. If you bite it and you die, it's poison. If it bites you and you die, it's venomous. What if it bites me and it dies? That means you're poisonous. Jesus Christ, Nate. Learn to read. What if it bites itself and I die? It's voodoo. What if it bites me and someone else dies? That's correlation, not causation. What if we bite each other and neither of us die? It's kinky. Oh, that's kinky. Oh my god. All right. Let me check out Christian's photo too here. So we got another Unreal Engine picture. There you go. It's looking good, man. Looking very good. Like it. Like it. Like it. Do I have to play other Dragon Quest games? No, it's its own story. You don't need to play other Dragon Quest games to play Dragon Quest 11. It's like Final Fantasy games for the most part, you know. All right, we'll start from the bottom here. What's the difference between regular and decaf coffee? All coffee is made by harvesting a coffee plant. Caffeinated coffee is made from a coffee bean. Decaffeinated coffee is made from the dirt. Oh, snap. I don't drink coffee. But just to let you guys know, these are facts, guys. These are facts. Hey, but good stuff on that, Christian, though. That Unreal Engine 4, like, it's looking really good. You're getting way better at doing that Unreal Engine 4 stuff, man. Looking so good. Very interesting Chinese menu. Shiitake with cabbage, cabbage with sweet sour sauce, pea sprout. Can't find on Google, but it's delicious. I can't find on Google. Mermaid in deep sea. McDonald's best friend, Mr. Oyster, Ms. French fries. Okay. Okay. That is an interesting Chinese menu. Is that a real Chinese menu, Shamsa? Best translation ever. Hand grenade. Oh, snap. Nobody's ever going to touch that. It's a hand grenade. Found this on the walk yesterday. No airbags. We die like real men. Oh, man. We die like real men. All right, let me see this here. Judge, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Me? No. Judge covers mic. What do I do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Top secret. My friend is on his chemistry test. It's top secret. Oh, yeah, you got to put it on there. Top secret. Let's see here. When you do not speak Dutch, this sign looks terrifying. She's asking for this one, please. Mama, die. Yeah, that definitely is terrifying if you don't speak Dutch. Is that any Dutch people in here? What's up with this? Die? This one, please. That's what she's asking for, Mama. She's not asking Mama to die. Nobody wants Mama to die. When was gravity discovered? Oh, let's see. Have you ever watched Mob Psycho? No, I haven't watched Mob Psycho yet. Nah. Well, this is awkward. Oh my god, yo. all you weirdo flat earthers out there. Like everything else is a freaking planet that's circular, but oh no, we're flat. We're flat. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Picture of the world before Isaac Newton invented gravity. Rising up. Exorcisms. Hold up. No, Newton handed AirPods because they fly. Oxygen was discovered in 1772, 1771. You just choked. You just choked back then. Hey, good stuff, Shopset. Yo, that flat Earth one that flat Earth one was amazing because it's like, yeah, like people just say, oh no, Earth is just flat. You know, Earth is just flat. Everything else is fine, but Earth is definitely flat. Because like, how would we be able to walk? Why? Like, if Earth was not flat, and we're on the side of a planet, right? We'd fall off the side of the planet, right? Because Earth has to be flat. Because if it wasn't flat, how do we stay up? How would it be upright? If we were on the side of a planet, we'd clearly be falling off of the side and fall into space. You know? All right, keep the questions coming, guys. Shout out, Shamsa. Is Mob Psycho on Crunchyroll? What if we lived in a timeline where Microsoft actually bought Xbox? What? Microsoft owns Xbox. They created it. Well, there was Newton's gravity thing. Nah, that's not. That's the gravity. Nah. I said, I'll report you to Google for pushing conspiracy theory nonsense. You meant Sega? Oh. If Microsoft bought Sega, there would just be Sega games that for Microsoft. There was a bunch of Sega games on the Xbox, the original Xbox platform. So I don't know if it'd be any different than how things are right now, to be honest. Well, I mean, it could be, but who knows? Charity says, and we wouldn't have different time zones, correct? Or that's dumb to say. If the Earth was flat, If the Earth was flat, we'd still have different time zones because there'd still be people that are further along to one side than another side. That's not dumb to say. We'd still have different time zones. It would just be the Earth is just flat. But the Earth isn't flat, you know? So Mob Psycho's on Crunchyroll. I might check it out later. I still gotta watch a lot of other anime. Mario Galaxy explains the law of gravity walking on a circular planet. It does. Although maybe Mario Galaxy's not the best example, but I mean it works. It's there. We're living on Titans. That could be a possibility. That means I'm falling then. You could be, Shamsa. You never know. We could all be falling right now, but we just don't know since we're on such like a massive, like, so for example, sometimes like when you're on a Titan, you don't know if the Titan's moving because it's such a massive Titan. Sometimes you can tell, but sometimes you can't tell, you know? So maybe that's just what's happening right now, guys. It's just that we actually are falling. We just can't tell. Are they saying that there's an ice wall is around the Earth? That's why you fall off? What? I have friends I know that seriously believe the Earth stuff, but I live in Florida, so yeah, exactly. You know, exactly. And I think Miss Click also believed in flat Earth theory too before she, started streaming on Twitch and people let her know that that's not the case. So yeah, Florida people, they're, you just gotta make sure you gotta say, okay, it's like, oh, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, once they say they're from Florida, you understand, you know. I wait for an hour and come back to this crap. TH3, listen. The Earth, it might not be round, dude. I think it's rectangle. I don't think it's not flat. It's a rhombus. It's a rhombus. That's my theory. Trust me. Trust me, bro. Trust my sources. Hey, Callie, is it much better? Is it much better than what? Florida? What? What are you talking about? Yeah, it is. In terms of common sense for some people? What are you talking about, bro? Have you read some of the articles that come out of Florida? Cali and common sense don't mix. How's that? You think white people created who's they? So everybody in California is the same? Who's they? So everybody in California thinks white people created the concept of time? Who's they? Tell me, give me an example. Like, is California's like Mr. California said it? Who said it? They are they. Who's they? It's like California, we have no common sense. Okay. Just put us all in a group. South Cali. So Mr. South Cali said it. Who in South Cali said it? Mr. Los Angeles, Mr. Atascadero, Mr. San Diego. Who was it? Did somebody get on top of a on a box and said got on top of a box and say, I am declaring that all white people created the concept of time. And then did you read like a newspaper? Oh, look at this stupidity coming out of California. Like, who? I've been to Southern California. I didn't see any of that. I didn't teach any of that in school. I know I live in Central California, but I know they didn't teach us that in school. They didn't teach anybody that I knew that grew up in Los Angeles that in school. So I mean, where is this? That's not being taught in our curriculum. So, I mean, you talk like a bum? Who was it? Lots of places got poverty issues, though. I remember reading a local newspaper about a guy. I mean, nowhere is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's the problem with people. And I see it a lot. Some people who don't live in Cali, like on the Spawncast the other day. They were just saying, oh, California is bad this. California. I'm like, y'all don't got it any better where you guys are at. All right? So every place has problems. And that's the problem with Americans. Everybody blame everybody else for issues. Everybody sit here and blame California for this, that. Why don't you worry about yourself? Okay? Y'all places aren't perfect either. Okay? So y'all worry about yourselves. All right? Everybody ain't living the same in California. California is huge. It's a big, big, big state. Freaking takes up the whole damn side of the Pacific Ocean. It's huge. It ranges from the very top all the way. It's a huge state, dude. There's many different types of people that live in California. Central California is completely different from Hollywood. Hollywood is completely different from up north, like Humboldt or areas like that. Areas like Sacramento are different from areas like San Diego. Everybody sits there and associates California. It was like hang 10, dude, and we're all the same. There's very different dynamics in various parts of California. I go outside and it smells like manure. I live in farm area. People in Los Angeles aren't experiencing the same thing that I'm experiencing. They don't deal with the same stuff that I deal with, and vice versa. People in San Francisco don't have air conditioners because the weather is very different. Here, you'll die if you don't have an air conditioner. This my state isn't trying to. California's not trying to get rid of the civil state law, but like I said, y'all just say a bunch of dumbass things. That's fine. Y'all continue to say stupid things. Y'all continue to act like you guys know what you're talking about, but you don't. It's always funny when people who don't live in California try to sit there and say, well, what California's trying to do. You guys open up you guys read the freaking media. You guys read and you guys see something, and then you take that nonsense and you spread it. Half of the stuff that you guys see doesn't even happen. And that's the thing that I feel about California. You know? People just say all sorts of stuff. Dude, if it was so bad, everybody would just freaking leave. It's not like, oh my gosh, we can't leave. We can move. If people wanted to move and leave California, they can leave. If it was so horrible and it was so bad and it was so dumb and it was so many stupid people, there's so many, like, everybody, we could just go. It's not hard to move. Nevada is right there. Like Oregon and Washington aren't far away either. It's not a hard thing. I can pack up and move anywhere I want. Y'all weird. If people really thought it was as bad as you guys are trying to make it out to be, I would have just left. But it's everywhere has their problems. But if y'all want to cherry pick, that's fine. People are leaving in droves, but they're also moving in too. People are also moving in as well. And California has too many people anyway. So even if people do leave, let them leave. There's still hella people here anyway. You've never lived in a third world country. You said California, it's ran like a third world country. Trust me, I've been to a third world country. You ever heard of Nigeria? No, you want to know how a third world country's ran? Go to an actual third world country. Y'all full of hyperbole and nonsense today. But all right, you guys are perfect, right? You guys are in perfect areas, and where you guys live, they're doing everything better. All right. People only associate Cali with Hollywood. Let me introduce you to my boy Compton. Bet y'all never visit Cali ever again. I need to step away from the media every now. Yeah, people look at the media and then sit here and come and talk. That's what they do. They open up their Google or they open up whatever. They sit there and they associate everything with how one place is, you know, and then they sit there and then they perpetuate that. Like I said, that happened to me on the Spawncast the other night. They make it seem like everywhere is the same, where it's not. There's regulations, rules, different stuff that happens in different areas. It's not all the same. I know it's easy to look at the media and say California is all the same. I know it is, but people don't realize how big California is. It really is quite different from northern, central, southern, super southern. So yeah. But like I said, my bad. You guys all live in much better places. Here is just horrible. Everything's bad here. Third world country. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just absolutely, everyone's leaving. The world is ending. It's gonna sink. It's gonna fall off the stage. All right, I got you guys. All right, you guys know more than me. You guys know more. It's just absolutely horrible. It's the worst thing ever. Everywhere else is just so much better. They're gonna strip away all of our civil rights. We're gonna have people that are just dying everywhere. It's just you guys just have, it's just so much better everywhere else. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Not too many drug task force here in my town at the moment. Feel free to go and make. Everybody from Mexico trying to come here. He said everybody from Mexico wants to come here. They want to live here. They don't want to live there. As much as I love to make fun of Florida, the state isn't as bad as the media makes it. Oh, I know it's not. I'm joking around. Florida, there's lots of decent, normal people from Florida, and I made up that joke with Click. I was just joking around. Florida's fine. There's some crazy, but there's crazy people and there's problems everywhere. I just make jokes with Florida. I'm not like, Florida's fine. Like the place is fine. If you want to go there and live, it's fine. You know, nothing wrong with it. Nebraska, the problem with Nebraska is that it's just out in the middle of nowhere. That's the problem with Nebraska. You know? OJ, you should come here and get a used car. But that's fine though. I actually don't mind living in the middle of nowhere though. Over in the UK, you can get free healthcare and you also get free benefits if you can't find work. You don't go to debt because you don't have to pay healthcare. Well, that's a whole nother thing. Because you're right, everywhere has its own problems. Yeah, everywhere does have its own problems, but like the American way is in order to make yourself feel better about where you're at, is to look at other people's problems and laugh at them and blame them and say they're the problem, right? We see it all the time. That's like the American way. It's like your house can be on fire or there can be bad things happening, but when something else happens somewhere else, oh, look at that, what happened there? Like, nowhere is perfect. There is not a single state that is perfect. Now, some states have more problems than others, that's for sure, but nowhere is perfect, and everywhere is not the same. No matter where you go, parts of Florida, northern Florida isn't gonna be the same as southern. And that's what people don't realize, and that's what people that don't live in California, that's what they don't realize about California, is that there's very different parts. I would say, oh, California, it's super expensive to live. All the houses are expensive. No, it's not. No, it's not. Like, that's just the, no, it's not. No, it's not. Central California, very affordable for housing. Extremely affordable for housing. Like, extremely affordable. You know? Like, no, it's not. But they associate San Francisco or Los Angeles as all of California. Oh, there's traffic everywhere. No, there's not. Central California, there's not lots of traffic. No, even in some places in certain towns in Los Angeles County or certain towns in southern or northern, there's not a lot of traffic everywhere. It's not like what you see on movies. You know, that's the biggest issue with people. Some of the Florida news stories are funny. Yeah, that's what I make fun of the Florida news stories. I know a lot of people that live in Florida. My boy Coloco lives in Florida. He's cool. Crick lives in Florida. She's cool. Like, there's HMK lives in Florida. He's cool. You know, I know a lot of people that live in Florida. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. You know? But just the news stories are funny. But the place itself, I'm not gonna sit here and slander. I'm not gonna sit here and slander the whole place, like, for real. You know, like, y'all slandering California, making it seem as if it's freaking like living in like a war-torn freaking dictatorship or something like that. Like, as if there's no place that you can live that's affordable, no place that you can live to where there's not as much problems and stuff like that. That's true. Same thing happens here in Texas. Austin can be expensive for housing, but outer areas is affordable. Yeah, yeah. And I think the problem too, people think that people associate Texas too with a lot of, like cowboy stuff. That used to be the thing that I remember. It was like, oh, everywhere is just like tumbleweed and cowboys. But that's not the case at all, obviously, right? There's urban areas, there's places that aren't like that. There's like normal cities, towns, whatever the case is. You can't shove it. It's a side of a serious problem. Oh, I know healthcare is a big problem. I know healthcare is a big problem. Eagles lair. So first of all, calm down. Don't tell me about something being disgusting. You're getting crazy. You need to calm your eagle self down. All right. Second of all, I already know healthcare is a big problem here. Of course it is. But what can I do about it? I can't do anything about that. Um. Before I moved to Texas, I thought it was all desert, but Austin, Central Texas is pretty green and lush. Yeah, exactly. Or for example, like people think that like New York, like all of New York is like like the whole like the skyscrapers and the towers and the taxis everywhere. There's actual urban areas of New York, like with like regular grass and not bodegas every single 5 blocks and subways. There's people that have regular houses in New York, like with great like with the front lawn and all that. I used to think that it wasn't because all you saw on media of New York was Times Square, Madison Square Garden, taxis, Ninja Turtles, like that's all you saw. But then you realize, wait a minute, no, there's actually other places too. I think the same people that associate Texas as cowboy would probably try to ride a horse in a highway. Imagine getting pulled over to do something like that. Wait, OJ, send you some lulz since people don't. Hold up. Yeah, I was gonna send you some lulz since we're on the subject. All right, that's cool, Shamsa. There's hella suburb areas at NYC. Rich people don't want us po people through there though. Really? Is that how it is? Dang, that's rough. OJ, why does EA hate Switch? I don't know. How much does it have to sell before they put effort? Do they have to beat Nintendo? It has to be. Well, I already made a video on that. So check out my video before. But there was definitely a falling out between Nintendo and the Wii U era. But they don't. They to be honest, like the short answer is they don't care, and they don't have to care. That's the short answer. People also assume because the stuff that they see on TV of what Africa looks like straight desert and doesn't have. Oh yeah, exactly, dude. I was teased relentlessly as a kid when I would say that I'm going to Nigeria or I'm going to Africa. Oh, jungle, lion, cheetah, dude. I don't know how much I was teased. They tried to make me like I used to sometimes be upset about my heritage and stuff like that because I would get teased so much as a child. But now as I got older, I was just like, screw you guys. Like, yo, it's not perfect there, but I like my heritage. I like where I'm from. I like my skin complexion. Like I like all that. Like I'm proud of all that. Like, and I used to flip it back on them. I'm like, well, you guys are here. You guys have no culture. You know what I'm saying? And this would mainly be black people. I'd be like, you guys have no culture. You have nothing. You know what I'm saying? All you're doing is what is your culture? What do you guys do? So I used to flip it on people. They used to get salty at me when I did that. I'm like, okay, well, you can sit there, you can make fun of me all you want to, but at least I have culture. At least I have heritage. At least, my name wasn't taken just straight from slaves, as being a slave. Like, at least I have stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? At least I have something like that. So if you're going to make fun of me and my culture, well, your heritage isn't any better either. So, you know, screw you. So I started like, you know, stepping up to them. Before I just used to shy away, you know, but then I started actually talking back. Now I'm proud of it, you know? So. How do you send, is that 50,000 euros? Feel free to use the Streamlab link, homie. It's in the link in the description below. Feel free. I know you're not gonna do it, but if you ever want to, feel free to use that link in the description, homie. Never get upset over your heritage, bro. They're bullies. Yeah, I'm talking when I was younger. But like, you gotta realize this though, man. You gotta realize this. Like back then, athletes, entertainers, what was considered popular, they didn't want to realize their African heritage. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to realize their roots. They're like, we're here. America's cool. This is our culture. This is what we did. See, in today's day, that's not the case, right? A lot of popular celebrities, they'll realize their African roots. They'll go back to wherever, they'll trace their ancestry, where they came from. It's cool now. It's a thing now, right? But back then, it wasn't. People didn't do that back then. You know what I'm saying? So back then I was teased because of it. You know, they'd make fun of me even up into college, like relentlessly teasing me, you know? But like I said, I started sticking up for myself later. Chicago, come for the pizza, stay because you were murdered. Bruh. Oh man. That's not nice. Oh man, that's not nice. That's not fun. That's not funny for some people. Nashville, Tennessee, come for the music, leave because of the music. Let's see here. Arkansas, tourism guy, come for the meth, stay because you traded your car for meth. Is it that bad in Arkansas? Florida, come for the weather, die from an elderly person hitting you with their car. Buffalo, come for the chicken wings, stay because you can't find your car. That's true. The blizzard. Michigan, come for the scenery, stay because your car was stolen. Michigan, Detroit. Oh man, Denver, Colorado, come for the weed. I forgot what we were talking about. Minnesota, come for the culture, stay because your car won't start. Yeah, it's pretty cold there. North Dakota, come for the, never mind, there's nothing here. That's true. That's true. Come to California, bring water. The droughts. Bring the water. Good stuff, Shops. That was totally on topic though, on point though. Crazy out here in Philly. The lulz. All right, what are we at on time, boys and girls? Okay, we're gonna answer questions for the next 20 minutes or so. I'm gonna take a little break before the Spawncast, guys. I'm gonna take a Mick nap. You know, it's not like a regular nap. It's called a Mick nap. I got a little bit of leftover chicken, Wingstop from Mama Essence's house. I got a combination Winco pizza. I'm gonna rip off all the cheese, you know? So I'm gonna eat that and I am going to knock out. I am gonna get some rest before the Spawncast. But I'm probably gonna take Sunday off, but I'll have a video. I might have a video for you guys. I might not. I'm not 100% sure. But let's get some more questions in. We'll get this a solid 3-hour stream for you guys, all right? TSG says, I'm German, but I have no interest. You should definitely go to Germany, man. You should go. If you're German, you should, in my opinion, you should always go back to where your heritage is and just see. Just see. You don't have to love it, but just go look. Just go see. I think you should go. I don't know. What do you talk about, Permeet? Bro, who the hell wakes up one day and says, yo, you know what? I'm going to move to North Dakota. I'm 100% convinced that this place doesn't exist. I've never met a person from there. North Dakota and South Dakota, they have very small population. There's not a lot of people there. It's just like farming and stuff. So it's based off of just like people that live there. It's simply based, if you're there for football, because they both have football teams. So if you're there for sports, or if you're there for, because like you're going to be like the business, right? The farming and all that. But there's just nobody there. Like North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, you know, all of those, like, what are they called? Midwestern states. I've been to some of them for football visits and to play. Back in the day, like Fresno State and Idaho were in the same conference. So took a trip to Idaho, you know, and Boise State too. Boise State as well. So I'm also German, but outside of Oktoberfest, which beer gardens, I'm not interested in traveling there. I'd rather visit Japan. I don't know, man. I've always been a big fan of visiting your heritage, you know, where you're from. Live here and you've never been to, there's no reason to go to North Dakota. There's nothing there, you know, for the most part. Hey, Mr. Frank R. Hey, take it easy, bro. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Thank you for the love this weekend, man. Appreciate you. You guys give some love, respect, and emails to Mr. Frank R. He's taking off. Have a good Saturday, Frank. Have a good Saturday, man. Take it easy. Gotta take some time away from the computer, you know. Rest your eyes. You guys all do that too, you know. Once I'm done streaming, you guys can watch wherever you want, but definitely rest your eyes a little bit, guys. Rest your eyes, relax, you know, chill out. OJ Fave Dairy Queen Blizzard flavor, if you've ever had it. I've never been to Dairy Queen. I've never eaten from Dairy Queen. We have one in the mall here, but I've just never had it. I watched Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Yeah, LeBron and Jimmy Butler were going nuts. But LeBron's teammates let him down. Like, Danny Green failed him. Anthony Davis obviously was not healthy. He was missing a bunch of threes at the end. Markieff Morris is a horrible. I don't think he's a good player. I don't know what Markieff Morris is on the court, but I would not leave. Markieff Morris does not need to be on the court in the fourth quarter. Like, he just doesn't need to be on the court. He just fouls. He can't shoot that well. He has no low post moves. He plays okay defense, but nothing great. Markieff Morris is not a good player. I don't know why he's on the court so much. He's not a good player. I after watching him for this whole series, he's made a few threes here and there, but he has no go-to moves. He has no court awareness. He can't pass that well. He turns the ball over. He stepped on the out of bounds line. I mean, I don't think he's that. He's just tall. He's like 6'9". He's just tall. There's a lot of royalty in Africa, though. A lot of royalty in Africa, though. What are you trying to say? Like certain people that have bloodlines to royalty? Oh yeah, of course. No, Markieff Morris has no basketball IQ. No basketball IQ at all. No basketball IQ. Like, he's not, like, I get it. Like, if you can't make shots, that's fine, but like, why are rookies like Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero and like the guys for the Heat, like, why are they better basketball IQ than Markieff Morris? Like, Markieff Morris has been in the league. Like, he should be more intelligent than, like, he panicked. Like, if you're in the league for how many years? Markieff Morris has been in the league for like what, 7-8 years? Why would you panic like that at the end of the game? Like, what is LeBron James, I think Caruso, and I think somebody else was like this. Like LeBron had his hand up like this. Caruso was like this, and somebody else was like this. And Anthony Davis is boxing out, trying to get in position, and he just tosses the ball. He rainbows the ball out of bounds. He has 3 people else on the court. Everybody else on the court is like this, and he's that's atrocious for an NBA player. That's atrocious. Like that's and like fouling on 3-pointers too. That's another problem with the Lakers. They always foul people on 3-pointers. Like I played basketball, so I know, but I never fouled somebody on a 3-pointer. Like why are you fouling people on 3-pointers? Kuzma fouling people on 3-pointers left and right. You know, stupid. Somebody asked a question about basketball, so I answered it. We're in random Q&A. The show is about the topics that we any other questions, guys? What song is this? Fields of Time? All right, we can listen to that. Favorite food? Favorite food is just like different types of chicken and rice. Like veggies, chicken, rice, veggies, stuff like that. Brown rice. It's like chicken bowls. Those are good. What's your favorite food, sir? What's up, OJ? If AD isn't healthy, the Lakers are in trouble. I think they can still beat the Heat without AD, to be honest. The other role players just have to do a better job. That was the biggest problem. Like Danny Green wasn't hitting shots. Other guys weren't hitting shots, but LeBron can carry the team to win. They can get like LeBron. I mean, you saw that yesterday. LeBron was the only guy that was playing, and they were still in it. LeBron was the only guy that was really lighting things up, and they almost won the game. So they just have to have Danny Green. And there was a stretch in the fourth quarter, I think towards like the last 6 minutes, the Lakers were up and they couldn't hit a shot. AD missed a bunch of shots. Caruso missed shots. There was turnovers. You know, Kuzma missed shots. 3-pointers. If they would have hit a few of those, like 2 or 3 of those, they would have put the game away and won the championship that night. There was a crucial stretch where they just couldn't make anything, and LeBron didn't get the ball. They were really like doubling up on LeBron and stuff. So LeBron can carry the team to win a championship. I think even if AD's not healthy, they can still win. They just need somebody else to step up. Mac Megan with the $3 says, first and last song request for the stream. Can you play Dragon Quest song link? Absolutely. I got you, man. Thank you, Mr. Mac Mega. Thank you for the $3 fighting for your friends. Did you ever watch Ballers with Denzel's son and The Rock? No, I never watched that. I don't know why you have VC and many others compare Genshin. Okay, you retracted your message. Okay. Are you talking about that post that VC did to Genshin Impact the graphics? It's because you have a bunch of man children. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's what you're talking, I think that's what you're talking about. I didn't even see the post until Mr. Barber tagged me in the post. And it's the same stuff, guys. Let people complain. If people want to complain about graphics and Pokemon, let them complain. But I mean, this is the reason why gamers have depression, by the way. Like, but gamers have crippling depression is because they get upset about children's games, about video games, about Genshin Impact and Pokemon. Like, they get salty about these things, and they look at ways to complain. Like, it's the classic reason why gamers have depression. Let's see here. Pardon me. It's been over a year. Like, people, just move on, you know. Let's see here. It's sad that I can go back to Black Ops 1 and have leagues more fun than newer CODs. Yeah. I think the Heat would upset the Lake Show if they had Adebayo at the for the full series and healthy, and a healthy Dragic though. Maybe. I still don't think so, because then, like, the problem with those two on the court, in my opinion, then Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero get less touches. I personally think Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero are better than those two getting more touches. Dragic, he's been been scoring and everything like that, but I personally think Hero and Duncan Robinson are better. So I think the dynamics of the team, they're just less deep. They're less deep, but I think those guys need a rhythm. Those guys need shots, right? And if Dragic is on the court, Duncan Robinson gets way less shots. Tyler Hero gets way less shots because Dragic dominates the ball. So I don't know. It changes the dynamic, in my opinion. Nah, Batman Dragons are all-stars. Yeah, but Tyler Hero hasn't had a chance to be an all-star. Duncan Robinson hasn't had a chance to be all-stars. None is good too. None is getting more touches too. So it's a dynamic, guys. They'd be more deep, but those players that I just mentioned, they need the ball in their hands. Tyler needs the ball in his hands. Duncan needs shots, and Nunn needs shots too. He needs the ball in his hands, you know? So when you put those, when you give those other guys more touches, it reduces the impact that those other guys could have because they're offensive weapons, you know? So I don't know. I think that Duncan Robinson definitely creates bigger problems than Dragic. Dragic holding the ball more, in my opinion. In my opinion, at least, I think Duncan Robinson is better personally. Like, if you told me who could you play, who would you rather want on your team, Dragic or Duncan Robinson? I will take Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero over anybody but Butler on the Heat. Duncan Robinson absolutely torched him. Absolutely torched him. He's a fantastic. Duncan Robinson is a fantastic player. Fantastic player. Dragons makes right basketball plays, way higher basketball IQ. That's true, but I think I would take Duncan Robinson. That's just my personal opinion. You can take Dragic. I'll take Duncan Robinson over. What's up, Logic Unfolded? Do you think Dragon Quest X will get a US release in the future? Nah, if it hasn't happened just yet. Mellow Wolf, what's up, man? Welcome, Mellow Wolf. How you doing? True, but if the others on the Heat play the way that they did last night, the others on the Lakers better step. Honestly, I didn't trust them that much, and you had the reasons to that why. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if they would have just made 2 more threes in that last stretch, they would have won the game. They just need some guys to step up, which Danny Green usually does a little bit better job of making his threes. He just didn't play that well last night. But the only other guy that was actually doing anything was like the Caldwell Pope guy or whatever his name is. He was played okay. AD was obviously hurting. LeBron was the only guy that was playing, so LeBron didn't have too much help. Kuzma missed every single three he took. I don't think Kuzma made a single three. Dude took like 3 or 4 threes, didn't make anything. You know, he was just bricking everything, and he was playing horrible defense. He was getting torched by Duncan. He was getting torched by anybody that he was on. He was fouling 3-pointers. Like, they just all played bad. They just need to play better. To play better. Duncan Robinson is pretty much that dude that used to hustle on the Heat when LeBron played. Can't remember the name. I think you're talking about what's it called? Mike Miller. Mike Miller? Kuzma has been the biggest disappointment in the postseason. He has been, man. He has been. He's not playing well. His shooting's been horrendous. No black dude? I mean, which guy are you talking about? Duncan Robinson's not like a hustle, rebounds, assists guy or anything like that. Duncan Robinson's a shooter. He's just a spot up shooter. Look forward to playing against your 49ers Seahawks fan. All of our 49ers are out. Great comparison. I definitely see some Mike Miller and Duncan. Yeah, that's who I compare Duncan Robinson to. He's like a Mike Miller-ish type of guy. Spot up. I mean, he's like a Mike Miller. He's like a just a spot up shooter. He's like almost like Peja Stojakovic, maybe. You know, not great on the defensive end, but not completely horrible. But is tall enough to where, you know, he can guard some people. But he's not great. He doesn't block shots or anything like that. But he's not short. He's like 6'7", 6'8". He's tall. Never been to Africa, but from what I've seen, it's just a very, very regal place. I love how people carry themselves. There's good and bad things. I've been to, I mean, Africa is very diverse and very different, so it depends on where you go in Africa, you know? James Jones. Oh, okay. Plays okay defense, 6'7", pretty good. He doesn't really play. I mean, it's passable, but it's not great. It's not great defense. It's not great. For somebody that tall, it's not that great. It's okay, but it's not great. I mean, go look at his usage against him. He gets people blow by him, and he can't protect the rim. You know, at 6'7", you should be able to protect the rim a little bit better. He doesn't really get steals much. His hands aren't very fast. He did draw a charge though, but he's not a great defensive player by any means. He's just kind of there, you know. He's not a liability, but he doesn't play great defense, no. What do you think the next partner showcase will be? Probably this month. Kyle Korver? Yeah, Kyle Korver. Mike Miller, Kyle Korver, Peja Stojakovic. Just a spot. I mean, he's a spot up shooter. He's just a really accurate spot up shooter. He can shoot. He can shoot. Tall, lanky shooter. That's just what he is. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, guys. You guys are all naming the same people. Think he's better than Kyle? He's probably a little bit better than Kyle in his prime. Thoughts on college football overtime? The overtime rules? I don't really care about college football too much. What do you think of Dino Crisis series? I thought it was a cool concept for when it came out. It'd be interesting to see it come back in some way though. I wouldn't call Duncan Robinson a 3-and-D guy. I would say like Jay Crowder. He's like 3-and-D. He plays much better defense than Duncan Robinson. Did you used to live in Africa or just got a family over there? Nah, I was born here. But I got family there. Kuzma might get a ring before Tatum and Simmons. Well, obviously, because Kuzma's on the Lakers right now, and those two guys aren't there. Parasite's Eve. I like Parasite's Eve 1 and 2. Shamsa, back in the day, my friend Ray, he used to travel to his like home cup, like Romania, and you can't take your PlayStation on the, at least back then, he wouldn't be able to take his PlayStation on the plane ride. So he used to let me borrow his PlayStation whenever the summers would come around. I could borrow his PlayStation, and he had Parasite's Eve. He had the Dino Crisis games, like he had Gran Turismo. So I would just spend a lot of summers playing PS1 games. So yeah, Parasite's Eve 1 and 2. Yeah. Which series would you like to see come back? Star Tropics or Golden Sun? Golden Suns. Golden Suns are much better series than Star Tropics. Star Tropics isn't even that great. Golden Sun's amazing. Third Birthday, it's the problem with Third Birthday is that it was on PSP. If it was on like a regular console with regular controls, it would have been much better. But it's a different style of game though. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that. I think Kuzma will play better. I think Kuzma will shoot better. I think, you know, those guys will play a bit better. So it should be different next time up. We'll see. We'll see how it is, you know. There was a PSP game called Third Birthday of Parasite Eve. It's a very different style game. That's like a shooter-ish type of game on the PSP. But it's kind of tough just because there's no dual thumbs. So it controls kind of rough. You want to see it, Shamsa? I can show you right now. So some people like this, some people don't. Obviously, it's a different style of game, but it's like a shooter. It looked really good for the PSP. The graphics were great. I would love, this is a game that I would love to see come back, like on Switch. If they can remaster this and put it on Switch, I'd buy it in a freaking heartbeat. I did like the game. I played it. Just like I said, the controls were a little rough. But I thought it was fun. Does the Vita version of the game, does it have dual analog controls on the Vita version? Tomba? Yeah, Tomba would be cool to come back too. I like Tomba. It's like, this is where the game gets rough, right? Because you don't have dual analog. And, like, enemies are attacking you from all over the place. You know? And, like, the camera control can be really weird. How do they do aiming without second thumbstick? You just used, to move, and then, like, I think you use the top buttons to control the camera. Like, the shoulder buttons to control the camera. From what I remember. I played it a long time ago, though. I might be wrong. Yeah, there's a lock-on system too, I think. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the PSP was really underrated. I think the PS Vita might have been underrated a bit. But the PSP sold a lot, but the PSP sold a lot though because of like, you could hack it. That's the reason why it sold a lot though. That's one of the main reasons. Unfortunately, not. You could map the left and right to the right stick, but the auto aim, lock on Metroid Prime 1 game. You can map the left and right camera to the right stick. So then you can have dual analog then, if you can map it. Yeah, this game definitely needs to come back though. It's actually a fun game. But like parts like this would be infuriating. Like fighting against this would be so, because like the controls. You're constantly fighting the controls and the camera and where enemies are, you know? Like that's the only problem with the game. Like it's very similar to like Kid Icarus Uprising, right? If they put it out on a modern system, it would be so much better of a game, you know? If you play the first two games, you'll definitely get a little bit more backstory and stuff, but you don't necessarily need to. But yeah, it would be a little bit better if you played the first two games, but you don't have to. The gameplay is fun enough on its own, right? You know? Oh, she got snatched. Anyway, yeah, that's the game. It's a good game. I like it. You see it right there. I just thought it was cool. I just thought it was like a cool looking game when it first came out. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that. But I mean, what'd you guys think? Y'all can let me know in the chat. All right, so what we're gonna do here though, guys, we went a little bit over the time that I thought I was gonna go over. I am gonna get a little bit of rest before the spawncast. We got a big spawncast tonight. We got a lot of topics to go over. So the spawncast will be here in about a little bit over 3 hours. About 3 hours and 15 minutes. The spawncast is going on John's channel, spawncast, Spawn Wave. So make sure you guys check it out there. All right. I'll be on there tonight. Like I said, I'm gonna get a little something to eat, then have a little bit of a nap, and then I will be up for that. We'll probably not gonna have a stream tomorrow, but we'll be back Monday for on Monday for a stream. All right, guys. So thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream, man. I appreciate it. First of all, big shout outs to all the supporters today. We had a JoJo Saturday, boys. So shout outs to all the JoJo boys who got it started. Shout outs to Shamsa. Not a JoJo boy. She did a bit more. She had the Gaton. She had the All Might, Young All Might. But shout outs to Nightshade, Fairy Tiger, TP Dreg, Nightshade again with Delaware Smash, Dior Wilson, chip it in, Andre Clay, having a good debate with me, but that was cool. Donated $15 today. Reese the Pieces, some dude, thank you, appreciate that, man. Andre once again. And Mac Mega, thank you guys for the support. I do appreciate that, all right? Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you check out my latest video. I had a video on the channel today that went live. Went live today on the channel. If you haven't seen it, please make sure you watch it. It's talking about Lab Zero and Indivisible on the Switch. You guys are going to want to check that out. Oh, and the Outer Worlds, the patch. Also, best accessory ever. Best Switch accessory bundle ever. You want a dope accessory bundle? Make sure you check it out, man. Make sure you guys check that out. So here is that. I don't even know how you stay up for the Spawncast, Shamsa. It's like, what time? I don't even know how you stay up for that, but shout out, Shamsa. I appreciate you. All right, so there is the latest video. Also, if you've already seen that one this morning, I have a Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity sales video. That might suit your fancy. So there's that one too. So check out that. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and we'll see you in a bit. If I'm feeling a bit better tomorrow, depending on how my workout goes, I might have a little short stream before NFL starts, but we'll see. But all right, guys, I sleep and wake up, dude. Oh, okay, you go to sleep and then you wake up then. Okay. Well, because like it's starting in 3 hours, so you should only sleep for 3 hours. Just seems like not much sleep, but okay, I feel you. I feel you. All right, but take care, guys. And you guys have a good one. All right, you guys have a good one. Peace.